All right. This music is so nice. Hello, welcome to the streams. We're gonna be streaming another
다이버즈
stream.
여러분 진심으로 환영합니다.
Oh
몬길
god.
스타다이브 개발자 라이브가 활짝 열렸습니다. 안녕하세요. 게임캐스터 레나 김주희고요. 오늘도 반가운 두 분 모셨습니다. 이동조
Help!
피디님과
I
강동희
don't
제작자님
understand.
감사합니다. 안녕하세요.
안녕하세요.
반갑습니다.
안녕하세요.
네, 우리 다이버즈 여러분들 덕분에 지난 한 달 동안 굉장히 뜨거운 반응
Here, let
많이
me go
많이
prepare my notes.
보내주셨는데
Sheet.
덕분에 저희가 열심히 방송도 하고 그리고 게임도 재미있게 즐기는데 그런데 정말 많은 다이버즈 여러분들께서 우리 두 분을 너무너무 만나고 싶은데 그동안 왜 이렇게 연락이 안 됐는지 그동안 왜 만나볼 수 없었는지 굉장히 좀 답답해 하실 것 같긴 하거든요. 그래서 일단 먼저 인사 한 말씀씩 부탁드리고 왜 그랬는지 이야기를 좀 들어봅시다. 먼저 우리 피디님부터.
네, 안녕하세요. 몬길 스타다이브 PD 이동주입니다.
There's no
네,
subtitles.
반갑습니다.
It's a live stream.
자주
No
찾아뵙고
subtitles.
싶다라고 계속 생각하면서 그래도 이제 버전 잘 마무리하고 이렇게 인사드릴 수 있게 돼서 너무 다행이라고 생각하고 열심히 계속 준비하고 있습니다.
네.
네, 안녕하세요. 사업부장 강동기입니다. 정말 하고 싶어서 기다렸습니다.
저희가 더 기다렸어요. 아니 부장님
네.
저희가 더 기다렸어요. 다이버즈들이.
제가 사실 지난주에 방송을 하고 싶었는데
네.
이제 내부에서 여러 가지 이슈에 대한
음.
그 대응 방법에 대해서 논의하고 또 준비하시는 걸 옆에서 좀 잘 챙기고 이러느라고 못했고 많이 하고
Dante.
싶었어요.
What the hell are they saying?
다른 분들은 모르겠는데 제가 하고
네.
싶었는데 좀 늦어서 죄송하다는 말씀드리고 일단은 뭐 준비된 내용들 오늘 잘 말씀드릴 수 있도록 하겠습니다.
네. 아니 우리는 채널을 하나 다시 팔 만큼 진짜 소통해 주시겠다고 해가지고 다이버즈 여러분들께서 엄청 기다리셨는데 네, 그래도 조금 기다려 주신
네.
네, 돌아왔습니다. 많은 분들께서 아마 지금 몽길 스타다이브에 대한 소식
Where do I see the live chat?
궁금해하실 텐데 그래서 오늘
아하.
어떤 식으로 진행이 되는지 먼저 안내드리고 그 다음에 계속해서 이야기 나눠보도록 하겠습니다. 여러분 드디어 긴 기다림 끝에 나래가 돌아옵니다. 그래서 업데이트 안내를 여러분들께 해드릴 거고요. 그리고 업데이트가 어떤 식으로 진행이 됐는지 인게임 안에서 함께 살펴볼 거고 그리고 지금 채팅방에서 많은 분들께서 벌써부터 막 질문 올려주시고 계신 거 지금 보고 있어요. 레나 누나 힘내! 알겠습니다. 오늘도 가열차게 칼춤을 한번 춰보도록 하겠습니다. 네, 그래서 라이브 Q&A까지 저희가 준비가 되어 있어요. 생방으로 소통하는 만큼 여러분들께서 궁금해하시는 부분 그리고 빨리 나래 나기 보고 싶다라는 반응들도 많았는데 그것도 살펴드릴 테니까 끝까지 우리 다이버즈 여러분들께서 자리 뜨지 마시고 함께 해주시기를 부탁드리도록 하겠습니다. 그러나 저희가 열심히 준비한 업데이트 소식을 말씀을 안 드리고 갈 수는 없어서요. 업데이트 소식부터 살펴보고 순차적으로 하나씩 여러분들과 이야기 나눠보도록 할게요. 근데 그 전에 일단 업데이트 소식 만나보기 전에 짚고 넘어가야
If only
할
they were
문제가 조금
speaking like
있습니다.
Japanese
네,
or
이건 먼저 이야기 드리고 가야 될
Chinese,
것 같아요.
Mandarin,
저희
I would have understood it.
5월 5일이 굉장히 행복해야 하는 날인데
But
약간
unfortunately,
치밀어지는
I am not well
날이
versed in
됐었던
the
게
Korean
그
tongue.
필드보스 리젠
These
이슈가 좀
incantations and
있었죠?
runes
네,
are
그래서
unknown to
사실 어느
me.
날에 굉장히 5월에 행복한 5월에 약간 마음이 조금 슬펐는데 이
What
슬픔에
spell are they
대해서 우리
chanting?
다이버스 여러분들의 이 슬픔에 대해서 어떻게 생각하시는지 우리 사업부장님.
네, 일단 죄송스럽게 생각을 하고요. 저희가 어쨌든 그 바로 이제 개발팀에서는 대응을 해주셔서 일단 1차적인 수정은 했었는데 저희가 이제 후속 조치를 빠르게 안내드리겠다고 하고서 시간이 조금 많이 지나갔어요. 그래서 그 부분에 대해서도 일단은 좀 늦어진 점 먼저 사과를 드리고요. 저희가 이제 과정을 일단 말씀을 드리면 이슈를 수정하고 그 동안에 있었던 이제 전투나 그 필드에서 그 보스를 그러니까 몬스터링을 처치하고 보스 처치하고 이런 데이터들을 일일이 좀 다 추출을 해서 확인을 했어요. 그래서 그 확인하는 작업들이 시간이 조금 오래 걸렸고 그 데이터를 기반으로 보상안을 준비를 했습니다. 그래서 일단은 먼저 좀 보상으로 무마하려는 건 아니고요. 그 부분에 대해서 확인된 데이터
Alright,
기반으로
while they keep
저희가 좀 가장 이제
chanting their
이 이슈로
spells, I'm
인해서
gonna go
많이 획득을
read.
했었던 그 몬스터링들 그런
That
부분들을
didn't
전부
help.
바로
Shit.
보상으로 지금 제공해 드리려고 준비를 했고 지금 이제 방송 드리는 이 순간에 이제 순차적으로 아마 보상이 나가고 있을 거예요. 그래서 저희가 그 주요했었던 많이 획득했던 그 몬스터링들 각 10개씩 해서 총 50개의 보상을 드릴 예정입니다. 그리고 이후에는 저희가 다시 추가적으로 이제 5월 27일 업데이트 때 이후 이제 이런 이슈가 발생되지 않도록 추가적인 조치를 취해서 앞으로는 이제 이런 이슈가 생기지 않도록
네.
수정 패치까지 추가로 진행할 예정입니다. 그리고 이제 뭐 이런 부분들을 빠르게 제보를 해주셔서 다행스럽게도 빠르게 이제
I'm ready to
고칠 수가
take
있었고
screenshots of like
아무래도
any
저희가
information they
어쨌든
give about
문제 내용에서
Naray or the
발생되는
new
부분들은 조금 모든
Monsterlings
그 다이버즈
or
여러분들이
the new
사업자들
conquest mode.
맞거나
They're
누구 아예 한 분을
supposedly
손해보지
gonna
않는
give us
방향으로
new
조금
conquest
진행을 하도록
material.
하겠습니다.
네. 자, 그래서 정리해 드리면 일단 보르보그 그리고 그늘탈, 스카 그리고 초프엉클 그리고 몰리까지 각각 10개씩 총 50마리를 푸시로 쏴 드릴 건데 순차적으로 드린다고 하니까 지금 당장 안 들어와 있다고 당황하지 마시고 조금만 기다려 주시면 다 받을 수 있도록 해 드린다고 합니다. 이거 받고 그리고 계속해서 남은 방송도 같이 즐겨 주시면 되겠습니다. 그럼 지금 쏴 주시나요?
네, 지금 쏘겠습니다. 네.
네, 지금 보상 들어가고 있다고 하니까 여러분들 접속하셔서 한 번씩 확인해 주시길 바라겠습니다. 그리고 약간 여러분 그 오해가 있는 게 우리 사업부장님 원래 좀 웃상이세요. 긴장하면 더 많이 웃으시더라고요. 네, 그래서 이게 죄송한 게 맞아요? 우리 굉장히 슬펐는데 막 그러면서 이제 말씀을 하시는데 원래 웃상이십니다, 여러분.
네.
오해하시면 안 돼요.
네,
What
오해하지
were they talking
말아주시고요.
about?
저도 오래 하고 싶습니다. 네.
네, 너무너무 오해하시지 마세요. 지금 두 분 진짜 오늘 너무 긴장하셔서 우리 PD님은 아버지랑 통화하고 싶다고 자꾸 아버지를 찾으시고 그러셔가지고 일단 살짝 긴장 푸시고
네.
오늘 준비된 거 이야기 좀 나눠보도록 하겠습니다. 일단 저희 에피소드 6 드디어 나옵니다. 긴 기다림 끝에 그래서 에피소드 6 지역을
Episode
어떤
6, I
식으로
understood
구성이
that.
되어 있는지 살짝 맛볼 수 있는 영상을 저희가 준비했거든요. 영상 보시고 이야기 나누도록 하겠습니다. 보시죠.
나기, 무고한 사람들을 겁박하는 짓은 그만둬. 겁박? 난 그냥 잘못된 과거를 되돌리려는 것뿐이야. 날 방해할 생각이라면 접어둬.
What's the use of Yanhua in a team?
가족이라도
She carries a lot of the good support monsters and also applies a 25% defense shred.
연꽃은 피었으나 칼끝에 다 회한에 젖은
Hell is going on out there?
수갈래로 베어내니
흩어지는 꽃잎들 바람에 실려가네.
그럼 나도
A
부탁하니까
giant enemy spider.
이제 그만 얌전히 죽어.
Giant enemy spider.
네, 긴 기다림 끝에 드디어 에피소드 6가 공개가 됐습니다. 일단 영상만으로도 이제 기대가 굉장히 많이 되는데, 네, 에피소드 6와 함께 어떤 것들이 추가적으로 등장할지 되게 기대가 돼요. 그래서 일단 지금부터 하나하나 좀 소개를 해드리도록 하겠습니다. 일단 화면으로 보여드릴게요.
네, 저희 이제 5월 27일에 1.1 버전 업데이트
Naray is so
준비를
cute.
완료를 했습니다. 상은 속에서 피어나는 꽃들이라는 주제로 신규 캐릭터인 나레와 나기를 만나보실
And
수
look at
있을
this fan
예정이고요.
service. Oh,
그리고
good
에피소드
lord.
6, 그러니까 극동 대륙에서의 어떤 그 이야기들이 이제 마무리가 되고 이제 미나가 이제 어떤 그 공허, 어떤 균열의 배후를 찾아가는 그 과정에 있는 중요한 서사들을 좀 담고 있는 에피소드라고 생각을 하고요. 되게 재밌게 즐겨주셨으면 좋겠고, 네. 저희가
누가
이제
꽃인가요? 상은 속에 피어나는 꽃들 두 캐릭터가 다 꽃인가요? 네.
저는 이제 나기 같은 경우는 이제 전에도 한번 말씀을 드렸지만 이제 어떤 대립되는 어떤 매력들을 보여주는 캐릭터고 이번에 그래도 꽃은 나레이지 않을까라고
오.
생각을
Your name
하고
is
있습니다.
Naray.
꽃이면 뭐예요? 우리가 꽃을 미리 좀 봐야 될 거 아니에요. 우리 항상 업데이트
I will
이후에
proceed to
PV를
call her
만나가지고.
Naray from now on as
아니,
well.
아니,
That
순서가
sounds
좀-
very cute.
순서가 좀 그렇지 않나요?
네, 네. 그 저희가 PV를 진짜 빨리빨리 준비를 해서 딱 이제 먼저 보여드리고 싶었는데 항상
네.
좀 늦어져서
네.
이번에는 그래도 업데이트 전에 PV를 보여드려야겠다라는
오.
생각으로 열심히 준비를 했고요.
드디어
오늘 준비했나요?
내일 등록이 될 예정인데 그래도 오늘 방송에서 좀 보여드리는 게 좋을 것 같아서 저희가 좀 짧은 버전으로 나래 보여드리고 싶어서 가지고 왔습니다.
오.
지금 바로 같이 보시죠.
Here she is. Alright, screenshots to the ready.
올것 같단 말이지. 왜 자꾸 쳐다보는 건데?
Wait, I've seen all this.
이렇게 하면 된다는 거지? 좋아. 이제 안 봐준다. 나의 강리. 감 잡았어.
What is this dance video?
오늘은 뭐하고 있으려나? 보고 싶다.
Wait a minute, I've seen this already.
야, 드디어.
Give me
드디어
information.
저희가 나의 모습을 티저로 만나봤는데 내일 풀 버전이 네, 공개가 된다고 하니까 내일 꼭 봐주시면 좋겠습니다.
근데 본인 픽이라고 약간 너무 얘만 좀 특별히 신경 써가지고 빨리 땡긴 거 아니에요?
아니에요. 앞으로도 꼭 PV는
네.
전에 좀 보낼 수 있도록 준비 열심히 하겠습니다.
네.
믿어보겠습니다.
네. 우리 지금 PD님 약간 긴장을 하셔서
네.
예, 목소리가 조금 작게 들린다고 이야기를 해주시고 계세요. 그래서 예, 조금만 자신감 넘치게 좀 얘기해 주시면
네.
좋겠습니다. 그러면 저희 나래 티저까지 살펴봤는데 어떤 식으로 이제 좀 준비가 되어 있는지 하나하나 좀 살펴보는 시간을 가져볼까요?
네. 그 에피소드 6 플레이는 이제 기존의 에피소드 1부터 5까지 진행됐던 이야기들을
Hello.
대륙에서 좀 어느 정도 마무리가 되는.
Unfortunately,
하고 나서 미나와 낙이 어떤 대립을 보여주는
I do not know how to
스토리를
speak
보여주거든요.
네.
any of this language, so we're just gonna
다음으로
keep
이제
listening to
저희가
them
이제 보여드릴
chant their
이야기들은
spells
적용이라는
and speak
보스를
really,
이제 보여드릴 예정입니다.
and
살펴볼까요, 적용?
maybe
네.
is that the
에피소드에서
giant
이제
enemy
그
spider?
이번
It's actually a
에피소드에서 이제
lobster.
보스
I am
몬스터를
disappointed.
만나봤었는데 이번에도 저희가 이제 적용이라는 보스 몬스터를
Let me take a look at this thing. What is this lobster looking?
네, 적용이라는
creature?
몬스터는 원작 몬스터 길들이기를 즐기셨던 분들이라면 아마 알고 계시는 이제 습지의 주인이었던 이제 몬스터인데요. 저희가 원작에 대한 그런 것들을 좀 고증을 해서 가지고 오고 싶어서 이번에 에피소드 6에 처음으로 원작에 있었던
That's
보스
actually a pretty
몬스터를
cool
네.
가지고 오는
monster
그런
design.
작업을 좀 진행을 했고요. 이 캐릭터는 얼음 속성으로 좀 공략을 진행을 하실 수 있고 되게 다양한 어떤 패턴이나 그 지형지물 기믹을 보여
Really angry about the stacking incident?
이따가 이제 인게임에서 좀 더 자세하게
Unless
보여드릴
you've
수 있도록 하겠습니다.
like optimized
그리고
your
우리
purple
다이버즈
mons,
여러분들께 잠시
I don't think it
부탁
matters too
말씀을
much
좀
for
드리고
most of
싶은데
us. Like I
지금
haven't made
라이브
good
Q&A
purple
시간이
mons, so like
아니어서
I'm not really getting
여러분들께서
impacted.
질문사항 이렇게 올려주시기보다 저희가 준비한
It doesn't
콘텐츠를
change
먼저
that
좀
much.
살펴주시고 그 다음에 여러분들께서 궁금하신
And I also don't think they're actually gonna do it.
그리고 라이브 Q&A도 순차적으로 진행을 할 거예요. 그래서 여러분들께서 궁금한 내용을 지금부터 막 이렇게 올려주시면 저희가 이거를 바로 답변을 드릴 수가 없어서 일단 순서대로 차근차근 진행할 테니까 우리 다이버즈 여러분들께서 좀 너른 양해로 순서대로 함께 가주시면 감사드리겠습니다. 벌써부터 지금부터 이렇게 도배를 하시면 오히려 저희가 그거를 캐치하기가 되게 어려워져요. 그래서 먼저 이야기 듣고 그리고 하나하나 좀 짚어드리는 시간 가질 테니까 조금 천천히 여유 있게 저희랑 같이 시간을 보내주시기를 네, 부탁드리도록 하겠습니다. 자, 그러면 다음 일단 저희 적용까지 살펴봤고요.
Yeah, why does it not have
그리고
subtitles?
드디어 지난번에 공개를 살짝 해주셔서 기대를 모았던 레기놀라가 이번에 오나요?
네, 맞습니다.
Look at
이번에
this
1.1 버전에서
kitty.
또 하나의 선보일 그 콘텐츠로 이제 전설
Kitty.
몬스터 레기놀라를 선보일 예정입니다. 그래서 전설 몬스터인 레기놀라는 이제 한 가지 속성보다는 이제 여러 파티를 이용을 해서 좀 플레이를 진행을 하실 수 있고요. 요 레기놀라의 경우에도 좀 더 이제 안쪽에서 인게임을 볼 때
He's
좀
so
자세하게 설명을
cute.
드리도록 하겠습니다.
네. 자, 그래서 에피소드 6에서 만나볼 수 있는 나래와 나기 그리고 적용과 전설 몬스터 레기놀라까지 일단 준비된 것들을 이제 살펴보는 시간을 가질 텐데요. 일단 저희 인게임으로 넘어가기 이전에 많은 분들께서 궁금해하시는 부분들.
Okay, while they rant, I'm gonna screenshot this. We're gonna put it over here. I want this kitty. Look at this kitty.
보다는
제 공식 방송에서
Alright, did I
약속했던
miss anything?
전설 몬스터
No.
방송
Hello?
이번에도 굉장히
Come back.
우리 때문에
There we go.
속상하다는 다이버즈 여러분들이 굉장히 많으시더라고요.
It would be really cute when it turned into a Monsterling.
필드런을 크게 하면
Hold on. I think we
너무
already know what it
필드런
looks
하라는
like.
의미 아니냐. 그리고 그냥 각 지역마다 이제 몬스터
Look at him.
정해놓고
Look
몬스터를
at him.
잡아라면 좋을
I want
텐데
this as a
폴리스
plush. This is
대장이며 뭐
the
이런
greatest
것들
looking.
얘기를
I'm
해가지고
putting this right here.
일정도 너무 빡빡하고 그럼 우리 직장인들은 어떻게 필드런을 돌라는 이야기냐. 그리고 지금 우리 게임 지금 시작한 지 한 달 정도밖에 안 됐는데 이거 서천꽃 받치면은 거의 만렙 기준이잖아요. 그러면은 우리 유입들은 도대체 어떻게 이거를 이벤트를 즐기라는 얘기냐. 보상도 또 굉장히 좋아요. 퓨레까지 들어가 있어갖고 무조건 해야 되거든요. 근데 이게 너무 기간도 짧고 유저 유입에도 별로 도움이 안 될 것 같고 분명히 우리 사업부장님께서 좋은 재미있는 이벤트로 보상을 해드리겠다라고 얘기했는데 조금 서운하다. 이게
I'm not making merch, dude.
서운하다. 이런 반응들을 이제 보여주시고 계신데요. 이
I'm,
이벤트
but I
어떻게
will
생각하시는
turn it into
건가요?
my YouTube profile picture. That it's amazing. It's time to move on from the Black Beacon stuff.
네.
I'm rebranding. I'm no longer Eurodale BB. I'm Eurodale MSG. MSD.
하게 해드린 거는 저희가 잘못한 게 맞다고 생각을 하고요. 그 이벤트 담당자 분들이랑도 되게 얘기를 많이 나눴어요. 근데 어쨌든 뭐 좀 플레이를 하면서 저희가 보상을 드리는 그냥 그 최소한의 형식은 좀 남겨드리고 싶어서 너무
What are they
결론적인
saying?
말씀은 할게 없어요.
Dante,
할게
what the
없어서
fuck are they
조금이라도 할거
saying?
하면서 그 사이에 이제 원하시는 것들을 드려야 되는 과정인데 사실은 이제 또 저희가 저희 생각만 한 거죠. 저희 생각만 한 거라서 이 부분들은 좀 앞으로는 이렇게 일단 앞으로라는 말을 또 이제 하게 되는데
네.
다음이라는 말을 드리기도 사실은 민망한데 안 하겠습니다. 이렇게는 안 하고 일단은 기간은
I mean, they're gonna give us a global live stream
언제요?
eventually.
아마 지금 테스트를 하고 있을 건데
I just want to
내일
be like
바로
half a day early so I can
들려고 지금
theorize
체크하고
about
있고,
stuff.
아마 문제가 없으면 내일 될 거고 주말절에는 아마 기간 밀리는 건 아마 적용이 될 것 같습니다.
그럼
그리고
기간을 언제까지 늘려주실 거예요? 지금 이거 풀피대장 기준으로 하면은 진짜 빡빡하게 5일은 돌아야 이게 완료가 되거든요.
네,
근데
네, 네, 네.
그 일주일이면은 직장인분들이라든가
The
이게
current
필드로
field
가는데
mob
시간 좀 오래
event?
걸리잖아요.
Oh,
네.
거기다가 우리
thank you.
이거 누르면 바로 내비게이션으로 가는 거 아니니까
맞아요. 네,
그러면
네.
결국에는 우리가 직접 움직여줘야 되는데 이거 진짜 시간 오래 잡아먹어갖고 힘들어서
네.
막 3일 늘려드리겠습니다. 막 5일 늘려드리겠습니다. 이러면 안 돼요. 얼마까지 늘려주실 거예요?
지금은 이제 2배 정도 늘리는 걸로 생각을 하고 있는데 최소 일주일 정도는
네.
생각을 하고 있습니다. 그래서 최소 일주일 정도는 더 늘려드리려고 하고 있고, 그러니까 저희가 조금 너무 그 플레이나 이런 할 거리가 없는 그 궁극적인 문제 때문에 조금 더 보수적으로 생각을 했던 것 같고 앞으로는 이제 뭐 특정 몬스터를
Yeah, I know they have a separate
번거롭게 타겟팅
like
하는
live stream
기준이라던가
soon,
편의성
but
없는
I
것들은
just
조금
want to
더
know what
불편하게
Naray
하면서 이벤트를
no, her
다시
name is
처방하면서 할수
Naray's
있는
kit
방향 말고 조금
is
이제 더 포괄할 수 있는 그런 방식으로 조금 적용을 하고 보상도 뭐 이제 말씀 많으신 것 같아요. 이제 뭐 몬스터링을 저희가 드리는 것도 그렇고 퓨레도 그렇고 제가 지난번에도 사실 말씀드렸는데 이게 이제 한 번에 저희가 이렇게 막
you gotta get
할 수
ahead of
있으면
the content
좋겠지만
curve, you know?
그러지 못하는
Make
부분들이
the
있거든요. 그래서
the
이거는
is Naray
점진적으로
worth
올려드릴
it?
거예요. 점진적으로 올려드릴
God, I
거라는 걸
hate
꼭
those
약속
videos with
드리겠습니다.
the red arrows pointing
그리고
everywhere.
이벤트
Good
시작하실
lord.
때 우리 유저 유입 많이 되면 좋으니까 신규 유저들을 위한 그런 이벤트들도 좀 많이 고려해 주셨으면 네, 좋겠어요. 그리고 우리 직장인 분들도 굉장히 많이 계시고, 그리고 원작을 즐기셨던 분들도 많이 오셔가지고, 네, 조금 그런 걸 고려해서 해주시면, 네, 우리 다이버저 여러분들께서 굉장히 기쁘게 즐겁게 이벤트를 즐겨주실 것 같습니다. 지금 녹방이라고요? 네, 녹방 아닙니다. 네, 생방입니다, 여러분. 그래서 기간 늘려드린다고 하니까 우리 여러분들 그 약간의 불편함이 있을 수도 있지만 기간 늘려준다고 하니까 조금 여유롭게 이벤트 클리어하시는 방향으로 좀 플레이 부탁드리도록 하겠습니다. 그리고 궁금해하시는 부분들이 아마 개선상, 네, 편의성 이런 부분이 얼마나 개선이 될 것이냐에 대해서 궁금해하실 텐데요. 그거를 지금부터 하나씩 좀 짚어드리도록 하겠습니다. 먼저
We got
화면으로
these two
정리된 거
nerds.
보여드릴게요.
I don't know how they're gonna pan out.
일단 먼저
What the hell is
진짜
this?
뭐 장비 분해라던가
프린터
그리고
스크린.
그 몬스터링 합성할 때 필터
네.
이런 것들 중간중간에 적용을 해주시긴 했지만 그래도 여전히 병아리 감별은 계속 해야만 하고 그러다가 내가 아끼고 잘못 잠금 못 해놨던 것들 갈아버리는 막 그런 사태들이
네.
프린터
발생해서
스크린
좀 많이
하즈도.
힘들었었는데 이런 부분들이 어떻게 개선이 좀 될까요?
네, 저희가 그 1.1 버전에서 이제 개선
Interest Monsterling setting feature added Monsterling attribute icon display. Okay.
1차적으로 그때 빠르게 할 수 있었던 등급에 대한
3000,
필터만
thank
추가를
God.
했었는데요. 그러니까
Thank
이번에는
God. All right, these
저희가
are just
작업을
good
하면서
changes.
잠금 상태라거나 이제 돌연변이 그리고 보스나 이제 관심
Yeah, I'll just
설정을
leave this up.
해둔 몬스터링들도 필터링 할 수 있도록 개선을 진행을 했고요. 그리고 관심 몬스터링 설정을 기능을 좀 추가를 했습니다. 그래서 이제 등급과 어떤 옵션을
let's put it
관심
here.
옵션 관심 특성으로 지정을 하면 해당 그 몬스터링만 필터해서
Move this
선택할
over.
수
Move
있거나
this over.
그
Big
해당
cat can go
몬스터링의
right
합성
here.
시도 시에 얼럿이 뜬다거나 아니면 제외를 한다거나 이런 기능들을 같이 좀 추가를 진행을 했고요.
네.
그러면서 동시에 그 지금 돌연변이 조합을 가장 많이들 진행을 해주고
Yeah, I want to see
계신데
Naray. I don't care about this shit. I want to see Naray. I want to see the lobster again. I want to see Big Kitty again. Like,
한 번에
give me the good stuff.
수 있도록 저희가 이 기능도 같이 추가를 했습니다. 네, 그리고 몬스터링 특성 아이콘 표시를 좀 추가를 진행을 했는데요.
오.
그 화면에서 이제 모든 몬스터링들이 이제 표시가 되어 있을 때 5등급 그 특성이 붙은 경우에 한눈에 알아보기가 좀 어려워서 저희가 그 특성 아이콘을
The whole
바로
like
썸네일에
interest
표시할 수
filter is
있도록
pretty
추가를
cool
했고,
because I hate
다른
like having
등급의
to
경우에는
scroll
이제
past
화면에서
all of my
아무래도
like
이제 목표로
lettuces
하시는
and
특성이 5등급
like
특성이다 보니까 5등급만
raccoonies
좀 표현할 수 있도록
because
표시될
they are
수
part
있도록
of like
추가를 진행을
mutant
했고요.
boss monster
지금 분해
mutations
쪽에서도
and I want to
많이들
keep all of
이용을
them. So
하시는데
like
저희가 이게
having to
기존에
scroll past all of
분해를
those
한
every
번에
single
진행할
time
때
is kind
최대
of
수량이
annoying.
100개 정도 됐었는데 지금 이제 3,000개까지 늘려서 한 번에
I just
최대한
got
많이
pinged.
분해 진행할 수 있도록 변경을 했습니다.
드디어.
네. 맞습니다. 그리고 이제 전에 강화된 아이템을 분해를 해서 그 특히 이제 전설 장비겠죠. 이제 분해를 했었을 때 재료를 저희가 이제 돌려드리는 거를 1차적으로 패치를 했었는데 이때 강화된 아이템을 분해를 못하게 이제 좀 막혀 있었습니다. 이제 개발자 노트에서도 잠깐 말씀드렸었는데 이 부분들을 이제 다시 강화된 아이템도 분해할 수 있도록 변경을 진행을 했습니다.
지금 채팅방에서 그 필터링 관련해서
Okay, back from the ping. So yeah, this would just be like, okay, I don't need, I'm gonna turn down this. So this would like allow us to probably be like, I don't want to mass dismantle my lettuce and my raccoonies, so I can set them as special filters. So then we can, you know, probably just mass fuse everything. I don't know what a Monsterling attribute icon display is. Like, what attribute is Amon? Is he a dark type or something? Is Amon a dark type Pokemon? What type is a spoon mugger? Is he a normal type Pokemon? A physical?
바로 이제 좀 합성할 수 있게 좀 진행을 해서 일괄 합성을 진행을 할 때는 내가 원하는
Oh shit!
그
It's a different
조합식이 있는
page.
경우에는 그거를 우선적으로
Translator
하즈도
Hazudo.
좀 같이 추가를 했고요.
Shit.
그리고 지금 이제 등급을 올리는데 동일한 등급들을 클릭을 이렇게
Copy
등급만
image.
합성을 한다거나 아니면 이제 다른
I'm just gonna
등급도
delete
같이
this.
합성을 할 수 있다거나
Go
이런 옵션
here.
값을 좀 추가를 해서 합성 쪽도 좀 편하게 이용하실 수
Change the
있게끔
grade selection in
구성이 되어
Monsterling Batch
있습니다.
Fusion to allow
그래서
multiple
지금
selections per
채팅방에서는
stage.
일단 설명을 들어서
네.
간단히 인지는 했는데 좀
Okay.
인게임에서 보고 싶다라는
Change this
의견이
so that the
있으셔서
synthesis,
저희가 잠시
the
인게임
fusion
들어가서
of
이제 체크할 때
mutations of
그때
interest can be
같이 좀
selected and
보여드릴게요.
batch.
어떤 식으로 이제
Oh, that's
구성이
cool. So
되는지.
like you
근데
can
중요한 건
batch
이거는
fuse
저희가 어디서
4
답을
specific
쓰느냐.
mutations.
우리가
I
지금
like that.
모의고사였거든요.
네.
저희 첫 번째
Actually, no, I
라방이었는데
don't like that. I like seeing my
출제자분이었습니다. 두 번째
Borborgs
라방
get eaten by
이후에
the
이제 계속해서
Kimchis
여러분들께서
like
계속적으로 애정을
every single time.
포인트를
The
주셨는데
step-by-step process
우리가
of seeing your
언제쯤
10
마지막을
like
쓰게 된 건지
Borborgs
궁금하거든요.
all get
네.
eaten by
이
one
업데이트는
lettuce is like
1.1 버전인 5월 27일에
that is a like
업데이트가 전부 다 같이 될 수
that
있도록
is just
준비를
part
했고요.
of
네.
this game that
최종적으로
cannot
끝까지
be
불편함
gone.
없게 폴리싱 계속해 가지고 5월
So
27일에
I will
만날 수
probably
있도록
not be using
하겠습니다.
this
얼마
feature
남지
because I
않았습니다,
want
여러분.
depression.
네, 그래서 조금만
Added an option to
기다려 주시면
only
부탁드리도록
fuse
하겠고요.
monsterlings at the
설마
same
여기서
grade in
끝은
bulk
아니겠죠?
synthesis.
뭔가
Yeah, that's
구성 사항이
whatever.
우리 꽤 많았었거든요. 네, 네, 여기서 끝은
These are just
아니겠죠?
like
그래서
small
다음
quality
구성
of life
사항 한번
stuff.
살펴보도록 하겠습니다. 이번에는
Oh shit!
균열에
Another one.
관한 거 이야기하고 넘어가야겠죠.
네, 균열 쪽도 좀 개선을 진행을 했습니다. 그래서 우선 첫 번째로 좀 말씀드려야 될 건
Improvements.
이제
Copy
스테이지
image.
쪽이랑
We're
몬스터
gonna put
출연
that
조건이 좀
right
변경이
here.
있습니다. 변경이 있고 에피소드 5까지는
Improve
동일한
stage and
조건으로
monster
출연이 되는데
appearance
에피소드
conditions.
6가
Oh,
추가가
it's
되면서
Rift! Rift
좀 많은
update! Oh my god,
그
please!
그러니까
Please!
죄송합니다. 그 추가가 되면서
Improved
에피소드 6의 경우는
appearance
좀 클리어를
conditions.
하고 나서 균열에 좀
I hope that means that I don't have to like
그래서 이렇게 좀
I
변경이
hope that
있습니다.
means I
그래서
don't have to do the
있고요.
fucking
두 번째로
fairy
좀
room
많이
ever
불편스러운
again. Like,
부분인데 그
God, please tell me
단계를
this means that they're removing those
변경하실 때
stupid,
연출을
annoying
저희가
rooms, like the
올려놓은
fairy
것들이
room
있어서
and
연출을 다
the fucking
보정하는
turtle
단계가
room.
변경이 됐었거든요. 그래서
Improved
그 부분
convenience of moving
변경을 해서 연출
between
중에도
stages.
바로 이제 단계 이동될 수
The
있도록
1 minute
조정을
scroll
진행했습니다.
from Rift 50 down to Rift 22 is no longer a thing.
사실 균열뿐만 아니라
Praise the gods.
실패가 존재하는 모든
Hold on, let me make sure I'm not missing
방정에다가
anything.
추가를 한
Okay.
기능이고 실패를 하면
Next up,
그
replay
경우는 이제
convenience.
밖으로
I don't know what that
나가서 다시
means,
이제 입장
but
UI를 통해서 들어오는
that's probably
경우를
good.
즉시 다시 하기
Modified to
조정할 수
reset
있도록
HP and
변경을
ultimate
진행을
gauge
했고요.
upon
그리고
entering a
마지막으로
rift.
이제
This is
HP가
good.
균열에
So,
대한
you know when you can actually
전투 중에
pre-charge your
들어간 경우에
ults
HP가
before you walk
깎이는
into a
상태로
rift
네.
and it'll come pre-charged.
좀 좋았어요.
네.
네.
그래서
And also
인터넷
when you took damage and you enter a
지금
rift,
설계되어서
it starts you at that HP. So this makes it so that like you don't have to like ever think about like pre-charging your shit to yeah. I like all of these. I really want to know what this first thing actually means. Because please, if they removed a fairy room, I would love Rift like so much more. Like Rift would go from like a 2 out of 10 experience for me to like a 5 out of 10 experience. Like I would actually like it if they just removed that one stupid room. I hate the fairies room so much.
네, 이 옵션 어디까지 좀 상향이 되는지
네네.
혹은 변경이 되는지 이런 부분들 되게 궁금해하셨어요. 치치옵에 관련해서.
네.
What's the
그래서
stat
이
caps?
부분도 좀
I'm waiting for it. Hopefully they actually discuss that.
다음은 성장 개선 부분이에요. 이 부분 살펴드릴게요.
Oh shit, here we go.
네,
I see
먼저
numbers. I'm
말씀드려야
scared.
될 부분은 전에 이제 약속드렸던
Praise these Rift
첫
changes.
상황에서
My god.
하나
Maybe
했습니다.
Rift will be a bearable thing.
지금 이제
Copy image.
이 상한선을 확정을 하셨다고 했는데
네.
중요한 건
네.
우리가 키우려면 정확한 수치는 알아야 될 거
아,
아니에요.
네.
네, 그래서 혹시 상한선 수치 말씀
Status cap expansion. Remove cases where clearing a side quest is a condition for progressing the main quest. Okay, sure, whatever, man. Oh, this is just like leveling. This doesn't change anything. No idea what the fairy room you're talking about. There's one specific room in Rift where the first wave is 5 slimes or 5 archer fairies. Second wave is 5 spiders. Third wave is 3 fairies plus 2 gargoyles. Fourth wave is like 2 slimes plus 2 fairies plus a spider. And the fifth wave is either 5 fairies or like 3 fairies and 2 gargoyles. But it's a 5-wave room with ranged enemies in all of them. It takes literally a minute to clear. That's the fairy room I'm talking about. Adventure level increase from 50 to 60. Yeah, this is cool.
두
Maybe
가지의
with
변경
Neanders going to
조건이라든지를
35, we
어떻게
can get more
이루어질지를 지금
captures.
따로 분리를 해서 계산을
That's
진행을 하도록
interesting.
변경을 할 예정이고
Reward modified from
이것도
70 to
역시 1.1
80.
버전에서
Oh,
저희가
this is
신규
a battle
수를
pass.
변경해서 찾아뵐 수 있도록 하겠습니다.
네, 여기서 다시 한번 강조드리는 게
Mission
지금
items changed to artifact selection ticket.
개선을
Cool.
하겠습니다. 그리고 기다려 주세요라고 얘기를 해서
These are good
제가 이제
changes.
만나볼 수 있는 거 아니냐라고 말씀을 해주시는데 5월 27일 업데이트 1.1 버전에서 만나보실
You
수
like that I know
있으니까요.
exactly
조금만
what
더
spawns in
기다려주시면
both
조금만 더
variants of the
기다려주시면
fairy
네,
room?
조금만 더
That's how
기다려주시면
much I hate that room.
직접 체험해 보실 수 있게 되겠습니다. 이어서 다음 이야기도 해야 될 것 같은데 이거 사이드 퀘스트 클리어가 안 되면 메인 퀘스트 진행이 안 됐었던 이슈가 있었잖아요.
네, 맞습니다. 그래서 저희가 메인 퀘스트를 진행하는 조건 중에 그 사이드 퀘스트, 특히 경험치 던전 같은 데를 입장하는 사이드 퀘스트가 있었는데 저희가 사실 그 처음에 생각을 했었을 때는 고 수준에 이르렀었을 때 경험치 던전을 플레이를 하고 성장을 하지
Who's
않으면
are listening?
이제 진행이 좀
I like that.
어렵다라고
Like,
이제 판단을
they
했었고
know what
그
their
디자인이
game is
좀
lacking and
어렵다라고 생각을 해서
they're
저희가 좀
kind of
어느
fixing
정도
things.
강제로
So,
그쪽을 진행을
yippee.
해주셨으면 해서
Now can I have Naray's
조건으로
kit
냈었는데 이
or
부분을
crit
많이
caps
불편해하시는 것
so
같아서
that I can get
그걸
something out of
가지고
this?
이제 메인 퀘스트만 쭉 진행하실 수 있게 변경을 진행을 했습니다.
네, 그 이외에도 뭐 아마 뒤에도 얘기 나오겠지만 에피소드 진행함에 있어서 조금 불편하신 부분들이나
네.
걸리는 부분들은 최대한
Battle pass thing going from 70 to 80 is interesting, considering I maxed out my battle pass in the second week, I
이어서 좀
think.
말씀을 드리면
So like,
1.1 버전에서
instead of maxing in the
500
second
레벨을
week,
최대
we're
레벨
maxing it in maybe the
50로 저희가
third week.
확장을 할 예정이고 그
Way to go,
레이아웃
battle
레벨도
pass.
35로 확장을 할 예정입니다.
음.
그리고 저희가 전에 이용하던 그 패스에서 보상 단계가 이제 70까지 있었는데요. 이제 80으로 확장을 진행을 할 예정이고요. 그리고 전에 이제 많이 말씀 주셨던 아티팩트를 저희가 이제 부상으로 나가는데 이제 랜덤으로 획득하실 수 있었던 게 있어서 이 부분은 선택권으로 변경을
오.
진행을 했습니다.
네.
네, 그리고 지난번 방송에서 이제
드디어 오는군요. 드디어.
네, 제가 강동민님께서 강하게 말씀 주셨던 네, 포토모드 동작 해금 조건인데요. 저희가 이제 개화로
Battle pass to be increased is too low for $20.
개화를 삭제를
What are you
진행을
paying
했고요.
for in the
캐릭터
battle
경우에는
pass?
이제
It's like a bunch of
나래부터
most of the
이동하시게 되는
materials
그
don't matter.
카드부터
You're basically paying for
나의
keys
낙인사가 그런
네,
거예요.
and
무료로도
the
진행할 수 있는
battle
어떤
pass
캐릭터들의
weapons.
그 동작들을 보시는데 개화는 조건이 되지 않을 예정입니다.
방송에서
Did the
말할 때
battle
빨리
pass say
얘기하는
will-
거고요. 그런 건가요?
네, 근데
The materials are all kind of
알겠습니다.
really whatever.
아 근데 방금 아까 전에
I also bought it.
야옹 경험치
I finished it like the
쪽이랑
second week, so
헷갈려하시는 것 같은데
I don't remember what I got from it because it was so long
네,
ago.
네.
네, 그리고 야옹이 경험치 경우에는
Yeah,
어떻게 되죠?
저희 양홍기 경험치 같은 경우는 지금 이제
I got
하시면서 30레벨까지
a destroyer battle pass weapon for Cloud. That's worth it.
것이 아니냐라고 좀 이제 말씀 많이 주셨는데 이번에
For Cloud
그
and Ellie.
이벤트를 진행을 하면 모두 이제 동일하게 30레벨부터 시작을 해서 35레벨까지 이렇게 육성하실 수 있게 변경이 될 예정입니다.
그렇습니다. 네, 그래서 그 지난번에 우리 정말 예쁜 우리 아내들 정실들 이거 인질로 삼고
죄송합니다.
이거 안 해주는 거 아니냐 서운하다라고 말씀을 드렸는데 근데 이걸 지금 이야기를 좀 계속 들으니까 네, 여러분들의 이야기를 안 듣고 있었던 것도 아니고 그리고 여러분들의 의견을 이제 혹시 무시하거나 혹은 기싸움하려거나 약간 이런 건 아니고 이게 순차적으로 좀 진행을
Yeah,
하려고
we pay for
부분
these.
좀 알아주셨으면 좋겠고 말씀해주신 거 지금
Yeah, the destroyer one's good on Cloud. It's also good on main DPS Ellie. And I reckon it's probably just gonna be good for main DPS breakers, like kind of just generally. 'Cause, like, man, these destroyer sigs. I swear, the devs actually thought that neutralization damage is a real thing. Like, what are they cooking? Oh, shoot! More translate.
네.
Skadoosh. Right into here.
우리 그 쿨타임 계속 도는 거.
네.
In battle? Oh, here we go, boys.
네.
진짜 너무 답답했거든요. 이거 맞춰서 하는 건데. 그래서 이 부분에
Changes to that battle combat time when monsters get staggered. Link chain cooldown resets when they get staggered. Change to automatically use basic attacks when using keyboard/pad. Alright, let's go over these changes from the bottom up. Third one, automatically using basic attacks on keyboard and mouse. That's basically giving PC players the same experience that mobile players have. That's good. Second line there is stunned or bound, groggy or bound. It's stagger. It's stagger. Trust me. This is what they talked about in like that one thing they did a little while ago. Uh, Link cooldowns resetting when they are stunned doesn't change too much. Like Fiend's uptime is already good. This just makes it so that you have Fiend off cooldown guaranteed. Um, it's like fine. Groggy sounds goofy. Change so that the combat time does not pass. So this is good. It makes it so that you don't lose your what's it called, Esther thingy when you go into staggers. But expanded the maximum stat cap. I don't actually think that they were talking about the crit cap. Status cap expansion, I want to say is just a bad translation. I just think that that's talking about the level cap increase, because everything else is about the level cap. They'll probably talk about that during this combat section, because that is combat related. Um, you got some monsterlings in the mail? Hold up. I will check that momentarily. This first line, it's good, but its effect is not that important. And that is because of the second change here. So because it resets your link chain cooldowns, and because Fiend, and Eldorado exist, right? You're going to want to switch through your entire party at least once during a stagger anyways. Because you just got your link shit. You're going to apply those debuffs. So if you're switching through that shit, you're refreshing your buffs anyways. So like, because of this change, this first change doesn't do anything anymore, because we're gonna want to switch through everyone anyways to get all the buffs. You know what I mean? So like, it doesn't do anything. I have a complaint for you. What? Say it.
모바일 쪽에서의 조작 편의성이라던가 플레이했을 때 어려운 부분들 계속 보시고 아마 이제 정리가 되시면 한번 이거는 또
How about auto attack on mobile? You don't like having to mash that button? You can hold it down.
이야기가 나와서 이제 질문을 해주신 부분이 있는데 30레벨이 이제 만렙이라고 가정하고 그래서 이제 남은 이제 도감작 하려고 계속해서 이제 시도를 하시고 도감작을 다 완성하신 분들은 그럼 어떻게 되느냐? 레벨이 열리게 되면 네, 그렇게 질문을 해주시는데 혹시
Alright, so they just went over battle mechanic changes. So, now, give us the stat changes. I want to know.
저희가 에피소드 6가 열리면 야옹이 경험치 획득을 그쪽 6에서는 좀 보정을 진행을 할 예정입니다. 그래서
They have to tell us. I need to know.
달렸었는데 이제부터 올리는 게 너무 힘들다라는 그런 밸런스를 가지고 가지는 않을 예정이고요. 아마 자연스럽게 플레이를 하시면은 또 다시 이제 만렙까지
Why didn't you tell me that there's specific...
편할 것 같습니다.
Why didn't you tell me that when a specific monsterling is the first one you equipped, that would be the active monster? What? Oh, like as in like the first slot would become the link monster? I thought that was like explained by the game's tutorials. What is this? Skadoosh! Game copy image. Alright. Normal difficulty removed. That is hilarious. Nobody actually played the hard mode. I played the hard mode, but that's also because I'm a whale. Added a mode to... Added mode play skip feature. Oh, you can just skip story. Okay. Change so that spawn status can be checked on the minimap. What the fuck does that mean? Oh, like, monsterling spawns. Like, enemy spawns. Okay. Improve the acquisition guide. Sure. Improved Neander's capture range. Sure. Whatever, guys. These don't mean anything. Normal difficulty getting removed is hilarious, though. Like, literally nobody actually, like, played that shit.
불편하다라고 느끼시는 것 같아서 아예 모두가
Very
시계를
frustrated
좀
why
건너뛸 수
Kustos was not
있도록
doing his
기능을
thing and
추가를
equipped again.
했고요.
First thought it worked.
그냥 이제 그냥 건너뛸
I
때
mean,
아니면
okay,
더
to be
편하게
fair,
진행을
like
했을
the
수
game
있도록
did
좀
explain that,
다른
and
아이템을
also in
구매를
my
하실 수
like
있도록
Monsterling
그 식으로
guide, I
소개를
did
진행을
say
했습니다.
that
네, 그거랑
the
동시에
Link monster is the
에피소드를
first one, but
진행하시다가
whatever.
스토리도 스킵하실 수 있도록 기능을
Did they
추가를
mention anything about
했습니다.
improved fusion rates? No,
스토리
not yet.
스킵 기능이.
네, 그리고 다음으로는 지금 이제 그 미니맵에서 이제
Fix
이전에
ghosting bug.
말씀하셨던
I mean, the
부분인데요.
ghosting bug is related to
그
ping,
맵에 내가 입장을
so
하지
I
않으면
wonder if
잘하지 않으면은 몬스터의
the
젠상이나
Koreans
이런
don't
것들을 좀
have it.
확인을 하시기가
We'll see what
어려우셨거든요.
happens. Who's this
이거는 그
gacha
전체
players read?
미니맵의 스폰
Sir,
상태를
I am a
이제
Yu-Gi-Oh
잡아주시고
player.
설치한 경우에는
We are the
보호막
most
상태에서
allergic
나올
to
수 있도록 이
reading
부분을
of all time, and
염두하시면
I read
되겠습니다.
that text. I'm just kidding.
네, 그리고 다음은 그 획득처 가이드 개선 쪽인데요. 그 지금 어떤 재료를 획득을 하실 때 그 획득처가 그 특정 맵만을 좀 알려주고 있어서 어떤
160-ish
몬스터에
ping.
가야
Yeah,
되는지
but
이런
like the ping will
부분들에 대한 가이드가
spike
좀
whenever
부족하다라고
like a
생각을 해서
monsterling
이것도
spawns. Like my
같이
average ping is
진행할
around
수
like
있도록
200 to
제가 기능을
300,
진행을 했고
but
네.
like
마지막으로
occasionally it'll
네.
spike up to like
사실 이
2000, and in which
부분도 오늘
case
짚고 넘어갈
a
그런
monsterling will
부분인데
despawn. So
이게
the way that
그
like the bug
저희가
actually happens is
몬스터링을
just
잡기
that like
위해서 그러니까 몬스터링을
spiking
획득하기
ping.
위해서 이제
Whenever
맵의
you try to
신뢰도를
send
굉장히
packets to the
중요시를
server, like it just
받았는데
like hates you
이게
or something,
나의
and
몬스터링이
weird things
누수가 되고
happen.
있어요. 네,
네.
누수가 되고 있습니다. 어디선가 계속 누수가 되고 있어요. 네, 그래서 이
Yeah,
부분에서
if your ping
손해를
remains low,
갑니다. 너무너무
you'll never
슬픈
see a ghost.
작업들을
But
하고
if the ping
계신 분들이
spikes, you will
굉장히
get
많이
ghosts.
계셨습니다.
네.
이거 개선을 해줬으면 좋겠다라고 오늘 말씀을 꼭 말씀드리고 싶었는데 이게 오늘
Yeah,
개선이 되나요?
I love when you like
네.
turn off your
여왕님께서
Wi-Fi
지금
and or like
포획하시는
network set
범위를
whatever
저희가
and just like
조화
turn it
되게
back
있거든요.
on and go back into the game. It'll
우선은
show like a
1층의 가정에
ludicrously
나가서
high amount of
포획할 수 있는 범위는
uh
저희가 이제 수치상으로는
ping
약 5배
because they're like dividing by
그
0 or
조합을 시켰고요.
something.
사실 좀 말씀을 그 저거를 설명을 좀 드리자면은 저희가 이제 자동으로 이제 포획을 한다거나 아니면 한 번에 이제 여러 마디를 포획을 하다 보니까
No, it's not your
그거를
router's
이제
problem.
영역을
It's the
크게
server's
설정을
problem.
하다 보면은
The servers,
기운이 좀
I want to
짧게
say like
진행을 하다
during
보니까
Mina's patch, they
어떤 그
implemented some
서버
sort of like
개수상의 어떤 이슈가
anti-cheat
생기진
feature where
않을까
they check
싶은데
like every
그
player's
전체
packets because they
에어리어
mentioned
자체의
something
포획 경우가
about
좀
someone like
잡아줬었는데
doing
그
exploits
로봇이
or
가끔씩
injecting.
에어리어 밖에서 이제
So I want to
포획을
say
지금
like what they did was they
해놓고
added
있는
some sort
것
of
같아서
band-aid
그런 부분이 좀
solution
크게
where
그
they
세팅
like
앞으로는 흘리고 갈
put
일은
some
없게
sort of
진행을
like
하겠습니다.
packet checking algorithm
네.
and went a little bit overboard on the anti-cheats. And what
네,
that ended up doing was it might have started like it either one delays everyone's packets so that like you get these massive ping spikes whenever you ping the server, or two, it started rejecting packets that were legitimate and causing monsterlings to despawn or something. Like, does that make sense? My like conspiracy theory is that they went overboard with a band-aid solution anti-cheat that
네.
might be doing a little bit too much of the anti-cheat. Skip button? Yeah. I don't think I'll be using the skip button. I kind of like this game's story. I like all the weird shit that Cloud gets up to.
확실한 오피셜이 필요하다.
아, 네.
예, 이게 약간 안내될 때 조금 약간의 이제 문제가
You lost me after
있었어요.
23 words.
여러분들께서 너무 궁금해하시는 부분들이
Yeah, I'm like that
많아서
guy,
이
like
부분을 좀
the
말씀을
deranged
드리도록
guy pointing towards the
하겠거든요.
conspiracy board.
네, 그 우선은 몬스터링 효과의 경우에는 그 지금 같은 성급의
Skip for NPC
경우에는
quests.
중첩
Some of
적용이
the
되지
NPC
않는데
like
다른
side quests are
성급에서
pretty
이제
funny.
중첩 적용이
Like
되는
the
거를
Centurion
확인을 했고요.
captain,
그
like
부분은 이제
Fox
개인적으로는
girl
저희가 의도한
is
반응이
into like human erotica and like lewds or something. That was a hilarious side quest. What else is there? Cloud actually was part of a choir back in his like school days or something. 60% of the side quests are all just like love stories. Um,
그래서 다시 한번 공식적으로 말씀을 주시면
yeah, but that the Fox girl Centurion captain being
되지 않는다.
wanting to buy like hentai was hilarious.
어떡하나요? 우리 다
하실
해보세요.
거예요?
절 보면 전 뿌리겠다는 얘기밖에 못하는데. 네. 네.
그-
뿌려도 되나요? 네. 아니 뿌려도 되면 네 말씀 주세요.
일단 지금 이 부분을 인지를 하셨으니까 우리 여러분들이 얼마나 열심히 달려주셨는지 그리고 얼마나 조금
All right.
이야기를 하면서
Hopefully I didn't
괜찮아
miss anything.
보이는지
I was
좀
kind of reading my own
알려주실
chat
거예요.
more than
그래서
looking
이
at
부분은 이제
them.
내부에서 논의를 하고 어떻게든 여러분들의 마음을 조금 더 편안하게
Looks
해드릴 수
good.
있도록 좀 노력해 주세요.
네,
아셨죠?
알겠습니다.
Does she come with the next
아셨죠?
update?
자,
Who?
그리고
We're
어쨌든
getting
우리
Naray
중복
next
속도는
update.
오피셜로 말씀드립니다. 중복이 되지 않는다는 게 이게 오피셜이고요. 그거에 맞춰서 이제 해주시면
No playable
좋겠다라고
NPCs.
말씀을 전해드리겠고 그리고 이 부분에
Yeah,
대해서
Korean
이야기를
players are
하고 있습니다.
popping off.
몬스터링을 만드는 그 과정도 사실 쉽지 않고 어려운데 장비마저도 굉장히 어렵게 느껴지고 있어요. 그리고 특히 신발 부분은 더더욱 어렵죠. 내가 원하는 거를 뽑기까지가 얻어내기까지가 굉장히 어려운데
Nagi will probably be the second half banner, like the banner right in front.
우선은 그 이제 티켓이나
They're sitting in front of a green screen and color is spilling into. Hold on, I have to see this.
장비 이제
All right.
그 분해하는 거를 통해서 이제 전설 쪽 같은 경우는 이제
Enhance.
다시 이제 재수급하고
I don't really
다시
see
이제
it. Their green
신화시키는
screening's kind of
부분들을
fine.
먼저 좀 진행을 했고요.
This looks
그
kind of bizarre though.
장비의 어떤 그 특성 옵션 그 특히 이제 신발 같은 경우가 특성 옵션
Yeah, Nagi's probably after Naray.
제작을 하고 그 성장을 시켜서 다른 옵션이 붙는 거를 보기 전에 제작
Do y'all actually think that Nagi is going to be a wind destroyer?
되게 불편하고 좀 이제
Uh,
어려울 거라고 생각을 하고 있습니다. 그래서
I hate the destroyer tag, man. Like, the destroyer tag is something that they give characters to nerf them. Like, all the characters that have the destroyer tag should not have the destroyer tag. Actually, okay, let me take everything I just said back. They should just remove the destroyer tag from the game. Like, Cloud could be a fighter. Flare should be a support. And what's her face? Ellie should be a fighter. Is that every single destroyer in the game? Like, why does this tag exist? All it serves is to make it so that they don't get damage boosting passives or useful support passives, right? Like, if Flare gave some sort of, if Flare had like fucking support damage or something, maybe she would be more useful. If Cloud had fighter damage, like the brawl damage or whatever it's called, and he is really good at breaking, then he can benefit from that when the staggers happen. Same with Ellie. Like, Ellie can benefit from having multiple people on the field because she stays out on the field, right? So, like, why does the useless destroyer tag exist? Every single existing destroyer should just be reclassified into a different class, and the destroyer class should be fucking removed.
굉장히 할 수 있는 게 사실은 몬스터링 깎고 이제 장비 맞추고 이거밖에 없고 저도 사실은 오늘 보르보그랑 김추추 한 20개 터트리고 왔는데 추루 300개 200개 쓰면서 근데 이제 결국에 그거를 저희가 팔아먹지 않겠다고 말을 해놓고
What do you think would be a huge improvement for the devs to do to the destroyer tag? All right.
답답함을 느끼시는 것 같아요. 그래서
Hear me out.
좀 이제 신규 업데이트하면서 열쇠라든가 이런 거 할 때
Make staggers good. I know they mentioned changes to staggers in this video. Staggers, I don't think are good yet. Because they basically made it so that you want to swap through your entire team to get all these buffs. And after you do those swaps, more than half of your your break is already gone. So what they need to do is just double the duration of the stagger, right? All right, hear me out. And then have the destroyers neutralization damage not only increase the neutralization, how fast the stagger bar goes up, but also increase their actual damage when they're broken. So basically make them suppression damage. Okay, the worst part about the destroyer class is they just lose out on a multiplier because their like class passive doesn't actually do anything, right? So like they are the only class where their class passive does not actively give them a damage boost or give their teammates a damage boost. So give them a damage boost. Just give them suppression damage.
이대로 되는 거 아니야? 막 이렇게 약간 좀 서운해지는 마음이 더 계셨었던 것 같아요. 그래서 이게 그 마냥 기다려달라. 이제는 뭔가 성과를 보여줘.
And then also
그래서 이제
have them actually break the boss. Okay? Like what are we even doing here with Flare, right? Why is Flare a destroyer when she can't destroy shit? She doesn't destroy the white bar and she doesn't destroy the red bar. What are we destroying out here? Cloud destroys the red bar. He ain't he only destroys the white bar like halfway decently. Like, can we have destroyers actually destroy things? Like, alright, I'm about to check out. Please hurry up. Y'all like my recommendations? I don't actually. This is like my side YouTube account. I have like a main YouTube account that I watch videos on. And sometimes, like, the videos I watch gets carried over to this channel when I switch my accounts. So now, like, I have some weird ass shit in here. I have ChronoArc's music, apparently. I have Terraria videos. Even my Yu-Gi-Oh shit carried over. Like, this channel is now, like, the greatest, like, mixing pot of all the different interests that I have, like, condensed into one place. Tradition to why you watch a ChronoArc video? Did you know that during the slightly earlier days of ChronoArc, was one of the biggest ChronoArc modders? I made the Sky Striker mod, that I believe is still one of the more popular ones to this day. And ChronoArc is, like, one of my top 5 favorite games of all time. Also, this soundtrack is just a banger. This is the battle music for TFK's Act 4, which you don't get to hear because you just fight Azar most of the time. Now I want to go back and play more ChronoArc. Go back to Kark.
나눈다던가 이런 것들을 좀 준비를 같이 하고 있었고 이제 그런 것들을 좀 보여드리고 싶어서
Let's actually go.
친구라는
Hold up.
먼저 이제 만들었었는데요. 이제 그 어떤 열쇠의 편의성이나 이런 부분들에 있어서 저희가 이제 작업의 어떤 우선순위들이랄까요. 그러니까 이제 이런 것들을 좀 설정을 함에 있어서 그러니까 현재 이제 컨텐츠가 부족하다라고 이제 말씀 주시는 부분들의 컨텐츠를 추가하는 것들이나 아니면
What's this mod looking like nowadays?
불편해서 그 뭔가
God damn! 242 collections? Holy!
우선순위가 높았다라고 생각을 했고 이제 그것들을 작업을 하다 보니 1.1.0 버전에서 좀 이 부분에 대한 것들은 좀 진행이 안 돼.
Engage any response.
그래서 이 부분들은 되게 준비를
What about some of my other mods? I have a couple of slightly, like the Dorchi mod. I personally did not like this mod that much, but it seems like a decent amount of people like it. And there's a lot of unfinished ones. Go back to your roots, they say. What's my top 3? What, top 3 video games? That's a hard one.
공환한다고 하셨는데 1000개 드리겠습니다. 1000개. 1000개는 근데 일단 얘기는 해봐야 되겠는데 저희가 업데이트 할 때
Terraria is in the top 3. I love that game to pieces. Dark Souls 1 is to this day my most played game, like in terms of hours, so I think that has to be there. The third one, do I give it to Bloodborne?
27일 업데이트할 때 나래 나오잖아요. 그럼 나래 키워야 되는
Yeah, I think I would give it to
거잖아요.
Bloodborne.
합쳐서 1000개 드리겠습니다. 합쳐서 1000개 드려야
Yeah,
돼요.
like if
그럼
I think
드려도
to
되거든요.
myself right now, do I want to play Bloodborne or like Elden Ring?
저기 말씀해 주셨네요.
I will say I want to
일주일
play
안에 1000개
Bloodborne.
이렇게 일주일치 합쳐가지고 1000개 드리는 걸로.
오,
그렇게.
일단은 그러면 1.1 버전에서는 이제
네.
친구 시스템이 이제 개선이 안 된 상황으로 이제
I can't understand shit either, dude.
일단은
It's
이
Korean.
친구가
I only know how to
이거를
speak
이제 한
Chinese
번에
and
줄지,
I mean
나눠서
Mandarin and
드리기는 모르겠지만
근데
어쨌든
Japanese.
고민 같이 한번 해줘야 돼요.
So other stat caps are being raised, not just crit. I don't know. They haven't given me translatable PowerPoint slides that I can put into the translator.
친구 시스템도 사실 계속 좀 왜 있지 이게라고 생각을 했는데 뭔가
Friend
이렇게
chat?
들고 계신 게
What do y'all
있으면
think of
그거는
friend
이제
chat?
말씀을 하실 수 없다면
We already
계속
flexed each other in Discord, right? Like,
준비한
what?
게임이 있다고 합니다. 네, 여러분들께서 이게
하지만
게임하면서
빨라야 할 것이야.
네.
그렇죠.
빠르게 준비하겠습니다.
PvP?
네.
If they make PvP mandatory, I am quitting this game. Like if I am forced to do PvP to get rewards or like if it's like I'm out. Say goodbye. Like if they make PvP such that I can click a sweep button or I can like click a button and AFK for 5 minutes and I still get rewards, I'm fine. I will do the side quest of AFKing in the PvP arena. But if they make it so that I actually have to actively PvP, I'm out. Goodbye. Gone.
계속 이야기를 해주시고 계신 부분인데 레이스
아, 네.
네 레이스 어떡하죠? 네, 레이스 이거 참 굉장히
Yeah, if it's
많은
auto
고민을
PvP, it's just
하셔야
clicking a
되는,
button and
네,
waiting,
이
which I can get
수준들도
behind.
그렇고,
네.
예, 그리고 난이도도 그렇고 그렇다고 우리의 예쁜 친구들이 뛰는 것도 아니고
네네.
예, 여러모로 왜 있는지 잘 모르겠는 그래서 막 이런 이야기들도 있더라고요. 우리 개발자 대표님께서 예, 전작을 만드셨잖아요.
Yeah, I'm playing
그래서
Mongil Stardive
무조건 그
to
넣으라고
play Mongil
너도
Stardive.
많이
If I want a
있어요.
PvP, I can just go on like Instagram or
네, 아니요,
something. I can
그런
just
우선
go in
아니고요.
general chat in the Mongil Stardive
그게
Discord
아니시고.
and get plenty of
저희가
PvP action there.
레이스를 좀 이렇게 되게 가볍게 좀 만들어서 이제 즐기셨으면 좋겠다라고 생각을 하고서 이제 되게 여러 뭐 이렇게
Overnight
재밌게 작업을
farming?
했어요. 근데 이제 뭐 이제 보상이나 이런 것들이
Dude,
되게
I am a
가지고
whale,
싶으신
okay?
것들이 좀 있다
I'm out
보니까
here with
그
literally maxed
레이스의
units.
난이도나 이런 거에
I'm not
점수를
PvPing
조절하기가
because I'm
어렵다라고
scared of
생각을
getting
하셔서
clapped.
저희가 이번 버전
I'm
그러니까
not
나머지
PvPing
친구들에
because
나가는
I don't
1.1
want to
버전에서는
play
그
PvP.
있던
I just
거를
want
좀 드러내는 거는 지금 뭐 가능한
to
거는
fight
아니어서
the
우선은
well-designed
웬만하면
bosses
보상들
and
많이
not
받아가실 수 있게
PvP.
좀 난이도를 낮출 예정이고요. 레이스의 경우에는 저희가 좀 더 깊은 고민을 하겠습니다. 그래서 보상을 획득하시는 데 있어서는 바로 즉시 좀 대응을 하고 그리고 레이스의 재미나 이런 부분들에 대해서는 저희가 충분히 좀 고민하고서
Boss mod. This was I was very proud of this mod. How many?
즐기라고 하기엔 너무
네.
어렵던데.
Only got
보상을
that's
받으실 수
honestly
있는 수준의
it did better than the
난이도를
Dorchi mod, so I'm proud of
조정해
that.
보여드리겠습니다. 네.
Just go to Mortal
네네네.
Kombat.
네, 보상도 무조건 받으실
네.
수 있게 약간 강제
Yeah, if you want a PvP, go play fucking Apex Legends or something. Like, good lord, go.
기대합니다.
네.
좋아요, 좋아요. 근데 이 얘기 하다 보니까 이제 말씀을 드리는 건데 우리가 이제 곧 나기를 만나잖아요.
네.
그러면 뭔가 조금 이제 신규 유저, 네 그리고 유입 분들이 뭔가 즐길 수 있을 만한 무언가가 좀 있어야 될 것 같은데
네.
사실 지난 이벤트들은 조금 너무 어렵기도 했었고 조금 아쉽기도 했었던 게 있어서
Possible party co-op thing? I honestly don't really want that either. That sounds like such a hassle. Have any of you played?
있지 않나요?
있죠.
Shit.
네, 보여주세요. 네.
What is this?
10개월 일단 출석
Is this a login award?
했고요.
네.
어쨌든 나래가 그 얼음 속성이기 때문에 이제 얼음 속성에 대한 이제 그 캐릭터 조합을 좀 하실 수 있게.
Yeah, it's a login award.
저희의
We just
오피니아
get an Ophelia?
출석만 하시더라도 명함을 가져가실 수 있게 일단 구성을 했습니다. 그래서
Just get an Ophelia?
처럼 이제 나침판이라던가 이런 이제 무기들 같이
What the fuck?
얼음 파티를 조금 구성해보고
What? What?
새로 나오는 그 보스라던가
Why?
좀 이제 즐기실 수 있도록 준비를 했습니다.
What?
미션입니다. 그래서 이걸 배포 하듯이
Oh, good God.
네, 14일 특별 출석 꼭 미션을 달성하셔서
Take this, Ophelia.
주셨으면 좋겠어요. 그리고 특히
Clear Ice Rift.
엔젤라가 말씀해 주신
You
대로
will win.
중독성이기 때문에 나래랑 같이 이제 파티를 꾸려서 이제 전투를 하시면 훨씬 더 좋을 거라 그걸 좀 생각을 하시고
Yeah, I guess I just get my free A1 Ophelia.
네, 함께 해주셨으면 좋겠고
Yeah.
그다음에
You're gonna pull Naray?
같은 경우는
Take this
네,
DPS.
그 재활을 통해서 하나요?
I'm honestly surprised they didn't go with like 3 4-star selectors or something. Like I get that like if they gave us 3 4-star selectors and we just get 3 fucking cloud dupes, it would be way stronger than what they are giving us here. But like give I totally expected 4-star selectors, not like take this Ophelia.
앞으로의 이벤트가
Yeah,
이벤트인가요?
sorry.
이거 말고도 이제 인게임에 뭐
Who even asked for this? Exactly. What kind of game are they trying to make? What are we doing?
혹시나 이렇게 좀 열불나는 이벤트가 안 될 수 있게 한 번 더 챙겨 보겠습니다. 근데 저희가 어쨌든 말씀하시는 보상들이나 뭐 이제 이런 거 부분들
I mean, like, okay. In the grand scheme of things, them giving us Ophelia and her Sig
기대하고 있을게요.
is the weaker option between giving us like Ophelia or giving us cloud dupes, right? Like if you're trying to push Ice Rift, you're gonna want A6 Cloud a lot more than like A1 F1 Ophelia, right? Or A0 F1 Ophelia. Like you would rather have more clouds. But the idea that the fact that they're just giving us these 5 stars is funny. All right, I gotta get over this. No more laughing. Yeah, exactly. Cloud's just better. All right, Naray showcase. Look at her. She's so cute. She's so cute.
네.
포토모 들어가면 안 되는데.
오.
아래로만 안 가겠습니다.
네네네네. 네, 오늘은 손이 자유분방하시면 안 됩니다.
3 cloud dupes are useless if you have no cloud. That is some cloudless behavior. For cloud, the battle pass weapon is better.
그 포인트를 짚어드리면 그 나래 우리 발
Let's get in full screen. Look at Naray.
좀 많이 들으셨다고 들었어요.
네, 저희가 이제 나래라는
Stop zooming in on the feet, you disgusting animals.
이제 전에부터
조심하셔야 됩니다. 네.
Stop! Let me just look at her face. She's so cute.
저희가 좀 작업을 진행을 했고요. 그뭐 많이들 좋아해 주시는 그런 어떤 바디의 쉐입이라던가 이런 것들은 전부 다 신경 써서 네, 준비를 했습니다.
그뭐 바디의 쉐입을 말씀하셔서
Yeah, she's a kid.
영상에 포함이 안 됐던데.
She's a small. She's small.
나기의 엉덩이 모델링을 개선했고요. 그 나래의 발 모델링을 개선했습니다.
오.
네.
아니 근데 그 이야기가 저 소문 들었거든요. 그 몬길에서 이렇게 모델링 작업하실 개발자를 굉장히 많이 모집하고 있다.
Actually, grandma kid. Well, actually.
얼마나 더 비주얼 맛집을 하시려고 도대체 얼마나
Look at her. She's so cute.
개발자를 더 모집하고 계신 건지.
Yeah, they're just zooming in on her feet. Disgusting.
지금 캐릭터, 그러니까 신규 캐릭터,
Look at that butterfly.
지금 캐릭터들 더 하고 싶어서 충원을 하고 싶습니다. 뭐 이런 얘기를 하실 정도로 좀 계속 손을 많이 보고 있습니다. 기존 캐릭터까지.
근데 제가 듣기로는 지금 있으신 분들도 되게 나머지 공부를 스스로 자발적으로 하신다고
네.
들었어요.
맞아요.
네, 특정 부위에 대한 그런 연구라던가 뭐 이런
Naray's
것들을
hair looks kind of weird.
노력하고 계신다고
Is it just me?
하더라고요.
Like her little like back little bit of her hair
아래부터는
kinda
저희
feels
우선
like
대화 조건 설정하지 않았고요.
out of place. It lacks dimension, I guess.
하지 않으셔도 그냥 명함을 얻으셔도 뭐든 조금 보실 수 있습니다.
아 너무 예쁘네요 진짜. 네.
네.
발이 보고 싶으시면 여러분 5월 27일 날
네.
1.1 업데이트를 즐겨주시면
네.
되겠습니다. 그리고 일단은 나래
Her little hair back here is so weird. It looks kind of like a cape, but like not.
그 얼음 속성
All right, here we go, boys. Ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived at.
나래는
I know this first page doesn't actually say anything, but I'm gonna have it for completion. Copy image. I need like, give me 100. Give me like 100 more rows, please. Oh, good lord, what happened? Sure. All right.
그 얼음 속성 어느
Let's take a look at this. What does that say? Hiya! Alright. Danghua. Oh god. Alright. Throw water droplet to ice damage. Basic attacks are enhanced by a unique trait. Level 1, level 2. When using a basic attack, launch an additional butterfly at enemies. This is already different from her beta kit. When using basic attack, launch an that deals and applies the ice affliction. Third basic attack can be changed to charged probably to gather enemies and throw a water droplet that deals and apply. This is so different from her like beta kit actually. Uh so her basic attacks can apply ice affliction and they have hmm, the enhanced the EBA does no, these are just bad basic attack ratios. Do not. These are just bad basic attack ratios. You'll probably just only be using it for
원거리
the
캐릭터고요.
affliction.
그 지원형으로 이제 되게 다른 캐릭터를 많이 서포트를
Well,
잘
this is
해줄 수
different from every
있어요.
single beta, like or like
기본
quote
공격
unquote
쪽에서 이제
leak
약화 효과를
kit
얼음
that I
속성
saw
약화
online.
효과거든요.
So
얼음 속성 약화
let's
효과를
see what they're
부여하는 게
doing
이제
here.
나의 가장
It's
큰
probably not gonna
어떤
be
특성이
ranged
될
shit
거고요. 이제
because
특수
they're
스킬이
giving us
이제
fucking
이
Ophelia. I still can't get over it. Help! Why are they giving us Ophelia? All right. Spread water energy, dealing ice attribute and granting the dew effect to all teammates. Okay, so this is close to. Yeah. Okay, fine. I'll make a guide tonight. Additionally, grant ice attribute damage increase and special skill damage increase to ice attribute teammates. And grant special skill damage increase effects to non-ice range type teammates. What? What? Okay, hold on.
이슬
Let me see if
효과라고
they
이제
click on
보호막을
do,
부여를
because I
해주거든요.
want to see
보호막을
do's
부여를
effect.
했을 때 이제 약간 네, 그 뭐랄까요? 그 균열 고단계나 이런 전설에서도 이제 마찬가지일 텐데 되게 큰 데미지가 들어왔었을 때 날의 어떤 이런
Show me
보호막
do.
효과로
Click on this
인해서
right here.
그냥
Click on this
네,
underline.
그 자리에서
Give
이제
me the
따로 생각을 하지
underline.
않아도 계속
Tell me
보호막을
what
할 수
do
있는
does.
그런 효과를 좀 많이
What is
주고 있는 걸로
do?
말하고 있습니다.
No.
공,
All right. Um. All right. Let's take a look at this. All right. So based on of what this says, she will. I guess this is probably what do's effect is. So let's go over everything. She will apply. Do last 14 seconds. Keep playing the live. I will get there. We're going to we're looking at the kits team. All right, we gotta look at everything. She applies a 50% ice damage increase for 14 seconds. That alone makes her stronger than Francis. Keep that in mind. She is good. She's a good ice support. All right, got it. All right, next up, ice teammates special skill damage increase. We have 3 ice DPS, and 2 of them are basic attackers. Break down the kits at the end. All right, fine. All right, I'll be a responsible host. Let me just screenshot this. We are now like 2 minutes behind. Passive. Copy image. I'll just put them all down here.
특수 스킬 쪽에
Oh, there's Dew. We found the Dew. Print screen. We found Dew, team. Dew has been found.
네, 이 특수 그 이벤트
네.
보니까 있었던 또좀
그리고
And then her supports. The shortest. Can I just ignore this one? Sorry, I'm not gonna read chat right now. I'm locked in.
이제 개화.
그래도 저희가 이제 뭐 1개화
Oh, hell yeah. Okay. Bro is multitasking. No, I'm singular tasking. All of you chatters are being ignored. Skadoosh.
에서는 이제 얼음 약화 효과 효과의
Print screen. Translator.
그 강화 시간에 보유한 가지고
We all know what A3 does. A4. Dew is a movement speed buff? Excuse me? What? A0 Ophelia is better than A1 Cloud. Cloud needs like A4 to really shine.
네, 네 번째 이제 개화에서는 저희 뭐 세 번째는 이제 스킬 레벨
Uh-oh.
상승이고 네
My
번째
Chrome is dying.
개화에서는 그 효과 특수 스킬 효과가
Uh-oh.
강화된 것을 그냥 그대로 했고
Uh-oh. It's time to panic, team. Panic.
번째에서는 이제 그 나대가 특수 스킬
Panic!
사용을 했었을 때 분신이
No!
사용이 되고요.
Chrome.
분신의 경우에도 이제 언니와 비슷한 이제 효과로 이제 나비를
Oh,
같이
we're back.
살려서 경우에도 이제
What's A6?
나대가 특수 스킬을
Look at this A6 picture. It's cute. Help! Copy image. Alright, that's the whole kit. We are good.
사용을 했었을
Did they
때
give us the
분신이
SIG? I don't
사용하는
think so.
공격하는
Alright,
것을
let's look at it.
보여줄 수
Let's
있어요.
look at these animations.
채팅방에서
Wait, alright, everyone, we're going back.
하는 것을 좀 보여줄 수 있어요.
This is the longest animation known to man. Well, you can probably quick swap out of it. These basic attacks are very cute though.
아,
Look at her twirl. She's just spinning.
맞아. 나도 그거 궁금했어. 아니, 그러니까
The shield is big.
부분은 되게 비싸 보이는데
Ladies and gentlemen,
이게 왜 나래는
this character is S tier.
근데 미나는 우선 좀 신녀이기 때문에 좀 더 이렇게 갖춰야 된다라고 생각을 했고요.
품위를.
네. 네. 이제 여우수인들이잖아요.
Look at her.
그런
She's so
생각을 좀 했었어요.
cute.
되게 캐릭터가
She's so
귀엽고
cute.
이런데
Stop bullying the level
수인은 좀
20
발이 덥지
things.
않을까?
What is this
답답하지
crab?
않을까라는 생각을 해서 좀 이제 맨발 캐릭터를 또 만들어 보고 싶었고 또 나래라는 캐릭터의 디자인이
More than
처음
Francis? Yeah, she's stronger than Francis already from what I read. This is a S tier character. This might be a broken tier character.
네.
결국엔 본인 취향을
네.
반영했다는 말씀이신
네,
거죠?
사실 네.
네.
맨발 만들어 보고 싶었습니다.
아, 그러니까 나래는 품위가 없다.
아니 그거는 아니고요.
Look at her go. She's so cute. She's just spinning. Even the summon is spinning. Everyone is spinning.
네.
Everyone is spinning.
맨발이지만 우리 그 게임적 허용으로
네.
네, 발에 가시는
In case y'all don't know,
네네.
Naray is actually one of the main reasons why I took interest in this game. Alright, hold on. Everybody pause.
네네. 뭐 딱딱한 굳은살은 없습니다.
네, 굳은 살 없는 네, 발로 네, 다닌다라고 알아주시면
Well, that's not showing us much, is it?
나래도 설명을 한번
Everybody pause.
나게 보여줘도 되나요?
나기도 설명
Everybody pause. Alright.
다 띄워.
They're like, are we supposed to show this?
나기는 살짝만.
Alright, everybody, we're getting a double whammy today. Oh my god, here we go again. I have to do 2 character analyses today. Copy image.
다 띄워.
그러면 우리 나기는 살짝만.
Where am I? I'm lost. All right.
네,
네.
살짝만.
나기 캐릭터이고요.
Nagi
그
is
에피소드를
gorgeous.
진행을
I agree.
하시면서 좀 다른
That's the support skill. She does. That's actually a relatively large support skill. 300% support skill is really strong. I think that's Yanhua's support skill damage.
모습을 보실 수 있을 것 같고
That is the shortest. Uh-oh. Everybody panic. She is not applying any buffs yet. Everyone panic. Nagi might not. Uh-oh. Wait. Uh-oh.
같고요. 에피소드 6
That ult is that is a pendulum monster right there. Hold up. Actually, that's not even that much text. What am I saying? All right, everyone go back to panicking. Nagi might not be good. Copy image.
6에서 만나보실 수 있는 어떤
That is a long ass passive. Okay, we can stop panicking. She might still be good. Emperor's Reign. All right, copy image.
서사에서 그 서사를
She's good for our
이끌어가는
eyes.
주인공
Wait, stop. I need to
에서
read.
만나보실 수 있는 어떤 서사에서
Or rather,
그
screenshot. There's some yellow text here that might be important. There's also, I believe, wind affliction right here. No, it says it's just wind damage, not affliction. What am I on about?
서사를 이끌어가는 주인공이고 미나와 이제 대립되는 관계
A1 is short text. So from what I just saw, it did not look like she buffed the party. She might be a main DPS, folks. This is not looking good for Nagi as a poll value.
관계이고요. 캐릭터로서
Stop going so fast, you.
이끌어가는 주인공이고 미나와 이제 대립되는 관계이고요.
I saw that. Someone said new endgame mode legendary boss stage. That is good news. I want to fight Amon scaled to Rift 50 damage, where he one-shots me. I will fight him for 4 minutes if I have to, because I just want to fight Amon.
이제 후반부에 만나보실
I gotta catch up, man. They're dumping too much information on me. Esther premium team? I actually don't think so. Considering the fact that I don't think I saw any buffing in her kit. I don't think you would want to run 2 main DPS. Nagi might not be a good character, but we will see. We will see after when I finish the live stream and go back to analyzing the characters. Copy image. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, that's everything, I believe. All right, we're good.
나기 캐릭터 뒤로 가주세요. 네.
Monsterlings.
몬스터
These guys are cooking. What are they cooking? What are those? Who's unironically running rank Amon's Shadow? Explain.
저는 이제 그런 말씀들과 말씀 주실 때 캐릭 플레이를 하실 수
네, 이게 라고 합니다.
Look at her.
예, 곧
그 보스고요.
Oh, that looks cool.
그러니까
Giant
에피소드
enemy
6의
spider.
보스는 적영입니다. 그 적영이라는 그 보스고요. 저는 이제 습지의 주인이라는
It is an
이름으로
ice attribute boss.
캐릭이 처음에 이제 나왔었던 캐릭터여서
Well, not ice. It's ice
아마
week.
반가워하시는 분들도 좀 계실 것 같습니다.
네.
그래서 추천 속성은 이제 얼음 속성.
Alamon's Shadow.
이번에 나래와 함께 좀 플레이를 진행을 해주시면 명을 드려도 될 것 같아요.
근데 우리
Look at these three.
연습
There's your A0 F1 Ophelia, by the way. Your complimentary Ophelia.
중간중간 한 번씩 나오죠.
근데 데이터나 이런 것들을 만지고 있어서 실제 보실 때는 조금
He just
바뀔 수
sinks into
있다는
the ground.
미리 좀
Oh,
안내를
this
드려야
boss is sick. Hold up.
자, 그러면 이제 한번 볼게요. 적용.
네, 적용의 경우에는 저희가
Can't see anything.
기존의
What is going on here?
스테이지 보스들이
What is going
원작에서
on?
이제 돌아다니던
Help.
것과 다르게 본인의 그 자리를 좀 이제 고정하고 원작에서 이제 느꼈던 좀 감성을 좀 많이 느끼셨으면 좋겠다라고 생각을
What?
해서 이렇게 스테이지 구성을 진행을 했고요. 네. 그리고 이제 되게 여러 가지 기믹들을 좀 많이 만들었는데 그 우선은 지금 보이는 발판들이 이제 무너진다거나
네.
캐릭터가 서 있을 수 있는 공간을 이제 적용이 계속 이제 없애는
Uh,
그런 것들을 좀 계속 보실 수 있습니다.
dude, this boss is gonna be so awkward when I kill him in like 10 seconds.
네. 그래서 적용의 공격을 피해서 이제 상승
'Cause, like, this boss it gives me MMO raid boss vibes where like you're supposed to fight him for like 10 minutes.
네.
He has like he has MMO mechanics. You know what I mean? Like this is the kind of boss that looks like it should be take 10 minutes to kill. But if this lobster scales like all the other bosses, he's gonna die in 15 seconds to like Cloud. And it would be so weird. Like, what is this boss gonna do? Just like hyper armor the whole way or something? I don't know. Look at this ult though. Holy. Alright, please just I don't really actually want spoilers for his mechanics. I actually kind of want to see his mechanics myself. Because this boss looks cool. I don't want to be spoiled. My MMO, like, background is excited. So I'm gonna skip it. If you guys want to see it, go see for... Lucky bitch! I never get these.
너무너무 귀엽고 잘 보였고요. 이제 레기놀라도 한번 넘어가 볼까요?
전설 몬스터인 레기놀라입니다.
Ooh. Oh. 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 Okay. Okay. Everybody, we got content, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, I think we already know that devs don't play this game. Ladies and gentlemen, we have acquired content.
지금 이제 왼쪽에
The heavens bless us with light from the lords above. What is this? What is this?
보실 수 있으면 좋겠다라고 생각을 하고 있고요. 그 한 개의 파티에는 이제 그 위에 이제 보셨을 때 네, 지금 클릭된 걸 보면 추천 속성의 경우에는 이제 바람 속성의 파티를 만드셔야 되고.
So one of them is an X and one of them does not have an X, right? So I want to think that this means that the boss resists one of these elements and is weak to one of these elements. And
저항 속성으로는 이제 불
what does this mean?
하게 됩니다. 그래서 이제 파티를 구성하실 때 단순히 이제 지원형이라거나 이제 그런 것들을 넣기 위해서 저항 속성을
3Ts don't even have Monsterlings for the main team. Now, I wonder if they okay, there's a lot of ways they can go about doing this. So, if they lock equipment to each of these teams, it's gonna suck because that means we have to like I don't think it's dual weakness because one of them is X'd out. If they lock your equipment to each of these teams, it's gonna fucking suck. Cause remember back when we were talking about Rainbow Amon? Well, we're gonna have to do Rainbow Amon and Rainbow Golgak, but like for all three teams. Not Rainbow, but like we're gonna need 3 Golgaks and 3 Amons still. 3 Scars. Like, oh my god, I can't imagine building 3 teams, man. Hopefully they don't actually lock the gear for each of the teams, and you just have to clear each of these things one at a time by switching gear around. That would be bearable. I say this as a whale. Okay, I also don't want this. But this kitty is very cute. I want a plush of this kitty.
저희가 또 지금 어떤 성장 제공을 해드리고 싶어서 이번
Successful
레기놀라
break, special
2
attack
가지고서 이제
to
보상을
one.
받아가는 부분은 준비를
Oh,
했고,
these threes here.
몬스터링은 이번 시즌,
So if
새
you
시즌이
break
지나고 난 이후에
special break
그
single
새로
pattern
팬점을
successfully,
이루고
evading
나오는
charge
이후에
pattern,
전설
successful
몬스터링을
counter attack points.
전설 몬스터링 생기는 건 좋은데
네.
Interesting.
그럼 우리
So they actually want me to fight the
아.
boss and not hold down the
아닙니다.
Mina
그렇지는
button?
않고요. 그러니까 기존의
They're rewarding me
몬스터링을
for
가지고
doing
있을
the
때
boss's
전설
mechanics?
몬스터링에 무언가를
Alright,
하기
this
위해
game is
팬점을
peak.
계속 이제 하셔야 된다 이런 거는 저희가 없고,
We're
전설
cooked.
몬스터링은
This
아예
game is peak.
독자적으로
Yeah,
할
this
수
is
있는
resistance.
거고요.
So the X is
그리고
the
기존에
resisted
만들어드렸던
attribute, and
몬스터링들이
the
전부 다
so
뭐
this
의미가
first
없어진다거나
box
이런
here
거는
resists
아마
fire
없을
and is
것
weak
같습니다.
to wind.
우선은 계정
Second box
그러니까
resists
계정과
earth and
관련된
is weak to
그
ice.
계정과
Third box
계정과
resists
관련된
lightning,
하나의
weak to fire.
전설 몬스터링, 레기놀라 전설 몬스터링을 가지실 수 있고, 그거를 좀 이렇게 누적해서
No
성장하는
timer? It
그런
probably has a
말씀을
timer.
드리고
Let's
있습니다.
face it, team. They probably have a timer.
플레이를 한번 해볼까요?
Yeah, if it locks equipment, it's gonna suck. The kitty is so pretty.
자, 갑니다.
네.
Yeah, there's a timer. 3
우선
minutes.
레기놀라에 대해서 설명을 드려야 될 부분은 그 지금 이름 자체에
Oh, this is very,
그 초반부라 이제 되게 빠르게 숫자가 올라가는데,
like
저희가
Epic 7.
그 어떤 점수에 따라서 그 입력한 데미지 점수에 따라서 페이지를 좀 나눠뒀습니다. 그래서 여러
Okay, fine.
페이지마다 좀 다른 패턴들을 보실 수 있고요. 지금 요거는 이제 첫 번째로 보실 수 있는 패턴인데,
모든
네.
보름달을
Look at the
구체적으로
mechanics.
해서
We have MMO mechanics. Everybody panic. There's MMO mechanics.
이제 모든 보름달의 구체를 흡수해서 레기놀라를 무력화하는 이런 패턴이 준비되어 있습니다. 그래서 이제 이런 어떤 패턴을 파괴하는 거에서도 좀 이제 캐릭터들을 사용하면서 이제 나래 같은 경우는 좀 이제 보호막이 있으니까 좀 더 편하게 움직일 수 있고, 이제 다른 파티의 경우에는 어떤
Okay,
지원을 안
watching.
내려가서 더 딜을 낼 수 있다라고 하는
This is some
이제
baked
처음부터
ass
이제
gameplay.
하면서
What are we
이제
doing
이제
here?
이제
Switch! Ophelia's turn.
일단 패턴이 다양하다고
Use your
하니까
basic attack. Switch to Sarah. It's time for her to burst.
하는
Where are we? What are we doing?
하는
Sarah's
모습
AFKing.
이렇게 하셨네요.
아 이거 기본으로 피하시죠.
딱지 좋아하고 있었거든요.
아 이 방송 중에 몇 번 이렇게 당황하셔갖고 긴장하셔갖고 그랬더니 기대가 너무 낮은 거 아니세요?
약간 점수가 너무 낮게 나와서. 네. 그래서 이
Why did you
점수,
switch out?
그러니까 저희가
Sarah
이
needs to use
레기놀라
her skill.
플레이하시는 거는 지금 제한된
Why did you
시간
switch to
동안
Ophelia? Now
하고
Ophelia's
있는데,
AFKing.
이
Oh, good
어느
lord.
정도의
This
점수와
gameplay is
서로
atrocious.
어떤
Get me
그런
out. I'm
패턴들을
gonna skip. I don't want to see any more mechanics because this is exciting.
그렇게 준비를 하고 있습니다. 진행을 했으면 좋겠다였고, 우선은 관심 설정을 많이 이제 목표로 이제 하시는 네, 피해.
This is the new sorting system, right?
뒤로 가서 이제 봐요. 네. 거기서 이제 그 필터를
What the
이제
fuck?
그 필터 필터를 걸어주세요.
Let me yoink. Wait, that's a new icon, right? We don't have that icon. All right, hold up. Everybody, pause. Never mind. That's the weakness attribute damage. I'm fucking broke. I'm brain dead. God help me. All right. What does this puppy do? Let me scroll forwards. What? What do you do, little doggo? It's Ice Golgak? Is that actually? I hope not. Let's see. Freezes. Reduce ice resist by 3%. Alright, this is a useless link. Increase suppression damage for... Alright, nobody panic. It's okay. This monster is trash. This Monsterling is trash, guys. Nobody panic. It's fine. We don't have to farm this doggo. He's trash.
훨씬 편하네.
그리고 지금 썸네일 좌측 하단에 조그맣게 아이콘이 있는데
그러네요.
네, 이 부분들을 좀 여러 몬스터링들이 모여 있었을 때 그래도 얘는 좀
Look at all these
특별해가지고
little
한눈에
stickers
보실
you
수
could
있도록
put. This is gonna get
네,
overwhelming
시작을 해서
way
드리고
fast.
그리고 두
Yeah,
번째 관심
the
설정 쪽에 또
the
이제
game
뭐가
mode that we just
위에
saw is a
합성
common
말고
occurrence in a
그래도
lot
이
of different
조합식에 대한
gacha
것들도
games.
저희가 좀
That's why I said
설정할
the
수
Epic
있게 해서
7 or
지금부터
Outer Plane. Like,
만드시는 굴각
I've
버전만
seen that kind
보시면
of boss mode a lot before.
네, 굴각의 경우에 이렇게 세팅을 하게 되시면
Look at
연결된
this. You can
조합들까지 전부 포함을 해서 적용을 할
select
수 있고요.
mutations to go for.
그리고
Look at these devs. They know. They saw the Golgak and
그렇게
was
해서
like,
이제
we need to show
필터에서도
them the
마찬가지로
Golgak.
관심 도형들을 이제 보시면은 이제 한 번에 요 관련된 것들을 전부 다
We gotta
세팅을
show
하실
them
수
the gold.
있도록
Look at this. Oh my god. I gotta show them all the Golgaks we have.
네, 지금 합성이 지금 한 마리가 들어가 있네요 뒤에. 그래서 일괄 합성 쪽에서도 저희가 이런 부분들을 같이 개선을 했는데요. 네, 일괄
Look at
합성
all
쪽에서
these
같이
Golgaks.
우선은 첫 번째로 등급을 선택하는 거를 좀 변경을 했습니다. 그러니까 원래는 지금은 이직할 수 있게. 네, 맞습니다. 그리고 이제 관심 도령 특성에서 누르지
Look at all these Golgaks you don't have.
않으시면 등급만 해놨었기 때문에 이제 굴각에
What the
필요한
hell is
것들을
this?
일괄로
Oh,
등록하면
it
한
lets you
번에
see what the
조합을 할수
fusions
있고요.
are.
그리고
That's
그
cool.
추가를 흔히 그럼 이제 이용할
고요. 그리고 이게 고정이냐 질문해 주시는
아.
분들이 계시.
시간이고요.
네.
그렇기 때문에 바로
Alright, let's skip forward a little bit. It looks like they're just lingering on this, and then this is the end of the live stream.
6월 초에
Alright, we have reached the end. Let's go back and do the actually exciting part that I know everybody is looking forward to, right? Here we go. Oh yeah, let me see their merch. What do we got here? I want one of these. I want all of these actually. I don't really care about Neanners. Yeah, the one new Monsterling that they showed us was trash. So okay, let's go back and do what we actually want to do. Naray, let's go. I guess I can just zoom in. So Naray's do was mentioned down here. So do is the shield effect. It blocks some amount of damage and prevents and gives you hyper armor. We saw that Naray's shield can go up to like 16k HP, which is so much HP that you can survive Rift 50 hits with it. Like this the do is good, okay? Like her shielding is good. Additionally, restore HP, the whatever. Ice attribute team members with Naray's shield effect move towards an enemy when using a special skill. This effect only activates if the special skill does not include an existing movement animation? What does that mean? So, alright, here's what I'm thinking, right? Y'all know when Cloud shoots his bow, he like charges it up and stands still, right? Does this mean like when Cloud has Naray's shield, he gets his ass dragged towards the boss? That image of that in my head is like hilarious. They didn't announce anything about the stat caps, it seems. Alright, so yeah, do is the shield. Let's continue. Jump to the boss while shooting the bow. Exactly. It sounds hilarious. Alright. Next up, her skill applies a whole fucking slew of different effects. Right here. So she gives when she clicks her skill, she gives your ice teammates a 50% ice damage bonus. All right? Let's go to sheet. Yeah, people who wanted fire support got cooked. So, um, what are we looking at? 50%? I'll make another thing right here. Whoops. That's not right. I should just copy this. Equals paste this 50. What? What do you mean error? Oh, double equal sign. 50% element. Did they mention stat caps? I don't know. I don't speak Korean. If they mentioned it, they didn't get I probably didn't find it, but like if they mentioned it, it would have been in their spoken parts. Is Cloud the best sub DPS for main DPS Ophelia? No, don't play Cloud and Ophelia in the same team. They both will do nothing. That team is so bad. That is the first time I achieved Sangoon DPS in one of the teams I tried to play. Don't do it. All right. So, 50% ice damage is a lot of ice damage. Ophelia at A2, F5 gets 60% ice damage, 20% from A2 and 40% from her F5. So that gives 60% ice. Even with that much ice already stacked on, that is still a 30% damage increase, which is more than what Francis diagnosis gives. So that alone makes her better in ice teams than Francis. Um, let's continue. She also gives a special skill damage bonus. Now, after seeing Ophelia with Naray, I think Cloud will go crazy. Yeah, actually. All right. So let me paint this picture to you. All right, team. So let's go to the navigation page. Ice currently has 3 main DPS. All right. What do we know about Cloud? All right. He shoots his special skill, and then he holds down the basic attack button and machine guns. Right. His special skill does no damage. What do we know about Ophelia? She clicks her skill, and then she does like a whole chain of basic attacks that do a galactic amount of damage. And then she clicks her skill, and then does more basic attacks. And then she clicks her skill, and that last cast of the skill does really good damage. But most of her damage is basic attack damage. And then if she's A6, if I understand the A6 correctly, she does even more basic attack damage. Why are they making Naray buff special skill damage by 30%? Huh? Huh? Is not great damage? You need to see Cloud's damage. I will boot up Mongil Stardive right now to show you some Cloud damage. Um, so like this special skill damage increase will marginally boost Ophelia, but the thing that they actually boost is it's Sarah. They're actually boosting Sarah. Um, where is in my Gen Chat 3 has video. So this is what we're looking at for Sarah, all right? So this is current Sarah. Um Boom. So like the real buff Naray is actually just galactic Sarah support. Sarah gets the whole slew of benefits from this. What's next? Grants special skill damage increase effects to non-ice ranged teammates. So what? I think that says 80%. So she can be it seems like she can be used in non-ice teams where instead of buffing ice damage by 50% and special skill damage by 30%, uh she instead just buffs non-ice special skill damage by 80%. Ladies and gentlemen, Naray is dedicated Benjamin support. I don't know how to tell you this, but Benjamin just doubled his DPS from including Naray in the party. Guys, 80% special skill damage is insane. She is 80% special skill. 80. All right. Just I watched your live stream. 80%. At what point does Ophelia beat Sarah? Right now, A4. I think if we include Naray's 30% special skill damage, maybe A6. Like, Sarah might just become the strongest character in the game. No, I take that back. Benjamin becomes the strongest character in the game because Naray Naray is Benjamin support. Wait, no, it's not Benjamin support. It only works for ranged teammates. Benjamin is not ranged. Alright, who is a ranged skill user? I'm sorry, I baited all of you. She's penny support! She's penny support! No! 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 Yeah, she's penny support. She's angel support. Is Ellie ranged? Ellie's melee, right? Yeah, she's penny and angel support. How? I need to start building my penny, I guess. I have A2 penny. Could be fun. Would make for good content next season. Alright, let's go back. To dev stream stuff. What else did this broken ass skill do? Ellie is ranged? I don't remember. I don't know. Mina is ranged, but don't know how much of her damage comes from skill. Like 5%. Her skill does no damage compared to the EBAs. Ellie is ranged. She's fake melee. Oh, okay. Yeah. So Naray is dedicated Sarah support, good Cloud and Ophelia support, and dedicated Penny and Angel support. What? Again, I already said that Do is good. Do scales off of Naray's attack power. So, that's cool. Is Nagi range DPS? We'll get there. We will get there, team. Wait. Alright, next up is the ultimate skill. Wait, no, hold on. Naray's skill does no damage. Good to know. Ultimate skill creates a giant water droplet in the air and pours it on the ground, dealing ice damage and applying ice affliction. A butterfly is generated from it and flies towards nearby enemies, dealing ice affliction. Cool. This is just an ult. The ult ratio is kind of bad. Alright, next up, Railway Pole. This is her passive. When Naray grants herself a shield, she gains a 15% attack bonus. Sure. Flare does no damage. We don't buffing her special skill damage at 80% is still gonna be no damage, guys. Let's face the truth here. And if you run Flare in your team and run Naray in the team, then who's your main DPS? All right, let's get off of that topic. When you gain attack power, I'm fucking dyslexic. Hold on. When you gain an attack power increase from a trait, your basic attacks are enhanced, and when you switch to another teammate, you remain on field and continue to attack enemies for the duration of the effect. How long does this say? Zoom in. 8 seconds. So she will continue to attack off field for 8 seconds. That means she can hold them on. She can hold them on. She is a. This would make her a decent holder of Golgak. So Golgak will last 5 additional seconds. So she'll have 13 out of 15 or 16-second Golgak uptime. So with this, she could, I think, reasonably sub out Yanhua, but I think she would probably just sub out Francis. But this is good. That means she can also hold Moon Shadow Loop if she wants. What's next? Her switch skill, yeah, whatever. Wait, her switch skill pushes back enemies? Uh-oh. Seems like in non-ice teams, she's not going to replace Francis or Yeon. That's true. Unless you're specifically playing Penny or Angel as your main DPS, in which case, they go to the moon. What's next? Oh yeah, her Awakenings. What is that name? Baked Cat's Baby Fox? Baked Cat Baby Fox. That is so cute. A unique trait effect has been added where, so when all team members, when any team member applies an ice weakening effect, they apply an additional 10% reduction in ice resistance that lasts for 5 seconds. So, what this tells me is every time you apply an ice debuff, she will just debuff it by 10% more. This is a Naray plus Melody. That's what I'm thinking, guys. This is pretty good. This is just 10% ice reduction, I think pretty much permanently. So that's good. When using ultimate, small water droplets disperse from the stream of water to attack, each dealing 5% of the that's a main DPS thing. When the last stream falls, no water okay. So the first effect, this A1 just says 10% ice reduction on boss permanently. I'm cheating on Benjamin with Naray. E2. When you gain a shield, teammates' attack power increased by. Oh my god, she's so good. All right, hold on. All right, we need to pause. We need to pause real quick. This is getting out of hand. We're gonna go to here, and then we're gonna grab an array, and we're gonna go to the tier list and just go ahead and and then no, hold up. She's not broke. We're gonna go put her here, and then we're gonna go take this and put that right here, and array A2. All right, we're good, team. Oh my god. Where am I going? 200%. What happened to my? What the hell is this? All right. When you gain a shield, teammates' attack power increased by 15% for 20 seconds. Lord Almighty. Alright, and the duration of effects granted by the special skill and enhanced to go to up to 20 seconds. Oh my god! 20-second uptime. That's the same duration as Benjamin's Nightmare Rush, guys. Like, this is a... Oh, holy... Are butterflies are generated from teammates. Oh my god, and she generates butterflies for free. Oh. Butterflies generated from teammates other than the Naray who possess the do effect, flying towards enemies to deal 15% of their special skills damage as ice and inflicting the ice. What is this? What am I reading? What is going on here? What is this? So this what what does this mean? So she spawns butterflies, right? And it says that teammates can spawn butterflies that deal 15% of their special skills damage. Does this mean that Naray is the one dealing the damage, or is the teammate dealing the damage? Because if Naray is the one dealing the damage, she is now she's the best holder of Golgak. At A2, she holds Golgak and Amon and just have 100% uptime with it easy. Like, you can just give her the stuff that Yanhua has. And if the other side is true, if the like holder is the one dealing the damage, good lord, that is a lot of extra damage. Who's the Okay, 8 A4. So remember earlier when I got overly excited and was like Benjamin, she was dedicated Benjamin support. With A2, she is actually dedicated Benjamin support. Like every time Benjamin clicks his skill, a fucking tiny ass butterfly just comes over and boops the boss for 15% of Benjamin's skill damage or something, right? Is that how that works? Yeah, anyways, this says 15% damage boost, maybe even more damage boost, followed by permanent ice affliction. Literally permanent ice affliction, guys. Just let that sink in. All right, let's go keep reading. What does A4 say? I'm gonna pop my lid. The effect granted by special skill is enhanced. Oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ice damage increase goes from 50% to 70%, and the special skill damage increase goes from 30% to 50%. Right. Right. And the special skill damage increase granted to range type teammates who are not of the ice attribute is increased to 120%. Oh, what are we doing here anymore? What are we doing? Just play Penny. Just play Angel. What? What are we doing? This is broken. The effect that additionally increases shield health. Alright, whatever. Big ass shield. A6. When Naray uses special skill, a clone is summoned. Uh-oh. The summoned clone fires butterflies at nearby enemies, dealing 80% of the special skill's damage. Alright, so that first part doesn't matter. Additionally, launch a butterfly imbued with energy of... Okay, her A6 is useless, team. She has a useless A6. So, yeah. Just go to A4 and call it a day. Oh my lord. Alright. So you know how Melody doubles your damage? If you are a ranged non-ice special skill damage, Naray is Melody. Yes, Naray is not Mina support. Naray is Sarah support and Penny support. I will wail for her A6. Naray is one of my main reasons for playing the game. I love her to bits. I already set away the capital for it. Right. Let me go check the live stream again.
하는데 사실은
Are they still yapping?
진심입니다.
가끔 막말은 아니잖아요.
제가 더 나이가 많거든요. 네.
I just want to make sure that they didn't actually leak the SIG.
그 보호막을 받았을 때 그 일반적으로 이제 치명타 확률이나 이런 것들도 올려주고 있죠. 그래서 보유 효과를 좀 같이 부여와 같이 이제 경우 따라가는데 되게 힘들어하셨던 거를 좀 확인을 했었는데 뭐 이제 그런
Yeah, the shield would make Rift not ass. Like, the highest amount of damage I've taken from Rift is Teal'tar giving me the big bonk, and that did 56,000 damage, and Naray is not gonna let me survive that. But most of the annoying hits, like the instantaneous Queen Slime, like, bop in your face, hits you for, like, just under 30k, and if Naray gives like a 16k HP shield, then we're surviving those. Like, Naray's shield is gonna be nice. They didn't leak it. All right, everybody, pack up your things. We're gonna go look at Wind Destroyer Nagi. She is a wind ranged character. All right, everybody got that? She is a ranged character. Important for Naray shenanigans, okay? Her basic attack says charge towards enemy while using Belay to... What? Okay. Holding down a BA uses a 4-stage BA or evasion. Activating to deal wind attribute damage. When using the Divine Orbit, you can move in the input direction. Her basic attack ratios are not great. Let's continue. Appear near to... That's the switch skill. Where's the Mongil Stardive 1.1 livestream summary in under 1 minute video when you need one? I'm not making that. I'm lazy. Create a surge of wind pressure at the enemy's location and lift the target into the air. Crush them with the force downward with dealing wind. When the Emperor's Rain effect is active, explode the condensed wind to deal additional wind attribute damage. Yeah, I'm just gonna make it on my dock. I'm not gonna make a video. Too lazy. So Naray does not support this character, unfortunately. Her skills damage ratio is bad. Naray does not support Nagi. Unfortunately, this is not very good skill damage. Alright, let's keep going. Abyss Descent generates a flower bud using condensed wind to attract enemies, then bloom furiously, launching enemies into the air. This entire first paragraph can be condensed into Sangoon ult. While the Emperor's Rain effect is active, the flower bud blooms, reducing target's defense. Alright, everybody pause. And then drop seed from the bloom flower to deal additional wind attribute damage. Does that say 12? What is that number? 12, okay. So, Flare no longer has the best ult in the game. Ladies and gentlemen, we got Flare ult plus. This is Flare ult plus. Where you get, instead of getting a 15% defense shred, you get a 20% defense shred for 12 seconds. Assuming she has good ult charge, this would be around a 30 to 40% uptime. If she has bad ult charge, this could be as low as 20% uptime. So I wouldn't get my hopes too much up. Like, this is a good ult, but it might not be as good as like Yanhua's like persistent 25% shred. Golgak ult. Think about the views. Sir, I'm not even monetized. I don't care about my views. What's next? I'm just doing this because I love this game. What is this? Appearance of a new spirit. When divine condensation is at maximum, hitting with a special skill or ultimate skill will grant the Emperor's Rain effect. Okay. And the fully condensed divine condensation reset when the duration of the effect is... Okay, makes sense. When using the replacement seal, immediately grant yourself Emperor's Reign. Sure. Additionally, when using evasion counter and swap, it grants the Yorin effect to oneself. Yorin, when using the Spirit Orbit while possessing the Yorin effect attacks and crowd control, you gain damage immunity along with reduced damage taken. I want to say that's probably just stagger immunity. Uh, did they leak more than this? Like, I need to read more text on this
보실 수
passive.
있는 어떤 서사에서 그
No, they didn't
서술은
scroll
있어요.
down. How dare they? If she's ult based, for sure her Sig will have ult charge. I don't know how to tell you this, but we currently have a 5-star destroyer character who is ult based, who has a Sig that increases her non-existent damage. Did it say how long her ult stays on the field? Based on what I guess we can watch. No reason to speculate when we can just go look at the source material, right?
네.
그래서 이제 미나 정의 그런 스테이지에 설정을 해 놔서
네.
이제 속성 맞추고 이제 육성된 캐릭터로 이제 플레이 재밌게 진행해 주시면 좋을 것 같습니다.
그렇습니다.
Let me get that
육성된
real quick. It
캐릭터로
started at
플레이
332.
재밌게 진행해 주시면 좋을 것 같습니다.
그렇습니다.
333.
네, 지금 요 경우가 이제 그 나래의 어떤 보호막 효과를 받고 이제
Ends
오피리아가
at
그
321. Okay, so it
나비와
lasts
함께
exactly
인물성 약화, 그리고 이제
12 seconds.
그
Oh,
기술로
wait.
이제
I literally can see how fast her ult char- No, I can't see how fast her ult charges because these guys are dog shit at this game and don't know how to rotate properly. So like, oh my god. These I can't even tell how fast her ult charges because they're not even playing the game. What am I doing? All right. So right. I her passive, I don't know what that means. So yeah. um and then her that's it. So based off of this, right? Everything that I've seen on Nagi's base kit, Nagi is Flare plus. Right. She is literally Flare. Like her ratios are dog shit. Her skill does less damage than Flare skill. Like I think she does half the damage of Flare skill in terms of ratio. And then her ult at level 16, her ult says 700%. That is weak as balls. I think that might be the weakest ult in the game. um so like everything in Nagi's kit is pointing towards her just being Flare plus. Like she does no damage. She's a destroyer. And she debuffs the boss's defense with a really good ultimate. Right? Is that what you all are reading from this too? Really weak skill that doesn't do anything. Somewhat weak ult that applies a really big defense shred that lasts a long time. Cinema. It's cinema. Um, what's the optimal way to ult charge? Just play your rotations normally. Ult charges significantly in 3 different ways. When you perform, well, 4 different ways. When you perform a switch skill, like switching into that character, ult gauge charges up a lot. When you cast your skill, your special skill, your ult gauge will charge significantly. when you do a yellow counter with the character that you're playing, it will give like your whole party a decent amount of ult gauge. And when you trigger a stagger on the boss, you'll get a lot of ult gauge. So, if you watch my Mina videos, you'll see that I throw out my skill basically off cooldown even when I'm not, even when I'm A6 and I don't have to use the skill. That is one, to charge my ult faster, and two, to activate Duo Zinni's effect. So that's why I'm always throwing out my Mina skill. But yeah. Destroyer that does no damage. So Nagi equals Wind Flare. It's looking like that right now. I will go look at her dupes in a second, but my base impression of her kit is she is Wind Flare. Um I'm gonna keep reading comments. Wow. Nagi's weapon will be Flare plus. God, I hope if Nagi gets a good Sig that does something, she would be good. Okay, she would be because. All right, let me. If the things I hated in the game was a character, it would be Nagi. No, 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 no. I don't hate Flare's kit. What I hate about Flare is that they gave an ult character that is a support a DPS Sig. If they gave Flare a real Sig, she would be a very good character. Which is the case here. If they give Nagi a Sig that's like ult charge plus 40%, whenever you use your ultimate, reduce the enemy's wind defense by 15% or something, 20%, something like that, she would be a good character. Yeah, just play clean and you'll have your ults. Just think of Nagi as a wind support. If her Sig is good enough, she will replace Yanhua in Esther's team. She's basically Bonnie. Yeah, she's Bonnie. All right, let's go look at her dupies. The attack power increase of Yorin effect is increased to 60%. So Yorin was the effect where if you do a counter or if you switch in, you get, I think the number was 5. So you get 5 seconds of Yorin or something. So, and Yorin, I think, gave like some amount of attack boost. Remember that Flare gives herself 60% attack. I'm going to, let me go turn on my game. Where's Mongil Stardive? It's 5-star Bonnie. The stagger damage increased by stagger damage increased by 20%. The damage ignore effect blocks up to 2 hits of damage. Additionally, the duration of Yorin. Oh, and then she increases it to 10 seconds. That's a decent A1. So every single piece of text that I read in that A1, Bonnie could still be better than Nagi if Naray's weapon is good. True. They can't even play properly themselves. Exactly. Look at her. She's so cute. Okay, I get it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the fabled Flare signature, okay? Let's get... let's capture every single effect in this signature. 60% attack. Alright, keep that number in mind, alright? 15% fire damage boost. Oh, and 30% neutralization damage. All right, all three of these numbers, get that in your mind. Nagi's A1 says 60% attack, 20% neutralization damage boost. She basically, if you pull A1 Nagi, she gets Flare's signature built into her, which means that she's still doing no damage, and the neutralization damage is useless. This might be one of the weakest, one of the weaker A1s, alright? Most A1s in this game are really good. This is probably one of the weakest A1s. Maybe this 10-second thing would matter a lot, but I refuse to believe that you will want to spend more than 3 seconds on this character. Alright? She does no damage. She's a breaker. If you're playing her in wind, you're switching her ass in to press the skill or ult, and switching your ass over to G1 so that G1 can buff Esther, so that Esther can actually do damage. You're not staying in on Nagi. I did see it during the video that she attacks off-field. Similar to how Cloud continues to basic attack off-field. Maybe this, like, 10 seconds thing is relevant for her off-fielding, but, I doubt it. You don't need to swipe. I mean, A0 Naray is already strong as fuck. Let's go look at A2. If Nagi joins combat while not being controlled, so if she switches in, she grants the Yowan Eontae effect to a teammate. What the fuck does that mean? Okay, there's a part of her kit that I'm not understanding here. And I need this SIG to stop vibrating at me. I guess we'll listen to Yanhua complain about things. Wait. A2 says that when she switches in, she grants an effect to a teammate. That effect is removed when she switches out? So you have to play an, like, off-fielder, like a fighter, for this dupe to do anything, right? Am I understanding this right? There are 30 of you Stardive players in this chat right now. Am I just dumb? What does this dupe even mean? Alright, let's keep going. I'm losing my mind. Oh, okay. She's getting the Sangoon treatment, ladies and gentlemen. Alright. Everybody pause. Okay. What is a Spirit Orb? Oh, Spirit Orb is her, Spirit Orb is her basic attack. Alright, we're safe. We're good. Don't worry about it. Spirit Orb increases number of hits by 3. I'm not worried. A number of additional explosion generated by special skills Emperor's Reign is increased to 3. Alright, we're going back. This is the Sangoon effect, boys. So her skill says she initially does 206. This is level 16, by the way. These numbers are way smaller at level 9, which is what lower awakening would be. But at A6, she will do 260%, followed by 1 tick of this, followed by 2 additional ticks from her A4, which means that her skill goes up from 288, 289, up to like 330, 340. Even when they increase the hit... Hold up. I have mail. Oh. Oh, don't get excited. We'll do that later.
どうしてさあ始めるわ
boys, even with the triple hit, she is still weaker than Flare. Alright, let's keep reading. The number of additional seeds generated when using ultimate is increased to 6. Sure. Additionally, when using evasion counterattack, Sangoon incoming. I'm just gonna ignore that line even exists, cause what a joke. A 6. The additional wind attribute. Oh, wait, she actually does do something. What is that effect? Is that described anywhere? Yowan Gurim is Emperor's Reign. Uh, A6 is, probably just a damage buff, it seems. Too much of her kit is, obscured by the fucking base cam here. Like, we need more information about, her passive to get, to, say anything about this. But the vibes that I'm getting from Nagi right now is if you don't have Esther, she is not worth pulling. She does not look like she can main DPS. Her ratios are way too low. And yeah, she's basically Wind Flare. She gives more buffs than Flare, so she's like better Wind Flare. Where like if you don't have a main DPS to support, she's kind of meh. All right. But I will refrain from like making any further judgments because like too much of her kit, I feel like I'm just not getting from the stuff that they showed us. Like, there's a lot of text that I just don't get to see. So she might be better than what I'm giving her credit for, but her damage ratios are not there. And if she is a support, she's not going to be on field. All right, let's move on. This picture here, right, we see in the top corner right here, it says featured attribute fire, resistant attribute lightning. So, Reginula? Is it Reginula or Regiluna? Yeah, I already looked at Naray. I can go back and show it. So yeah, this is like multi-element thingy. I hope that they let us switch our gear between rounds, or this is gonna be cancer. Destroyers can be fixed if they simply double the power of neutralization damage. Maybe. Maybe. I'll leave it as maybe. Is there anything else from the patch that we need to go over? Naray A0, assumed. Naray A2, assumed. I guess assumed is not the right word. I'll say the word speculation. Yeah, exactly. She's basically better Flare because Flare's entire sig is baked into her A1. So if you all have asked me, if any of you have like looked into my tier list like requirements from back in the Black Beacon days, the broken tier is almost exclusively for two things. If you are a DPS, you have to be so powerful that you should always be used no matter what content is you're playing in. Like regardless of element or whatever, you're just the best character in the game for DPS, then you're a broken DPS. Black Beacon, let's go. If you've played Black Beacon, that character was Jisha. And the requirement for a broken tier supporter is that you are widely applicable and you're so good at supporting that there's no point in even considering any other character over you when you are in that supporting role. In Black Beacon, that character was Ozzy. For people who don't know how strong Ozzy actually was, imagine if all of the damage boosts of Yanhua, Francis, and Naray were combined into one character and given the neutralization ability of A6 Mina. That's what Ozzy was in Black Beacon. And that's what I think is a broken support. Alright? Now, obviously, no one is ever going to come close to Ozzy's power. But I think that, yeah, because of Naray's ability to give special skill damage, she gets that universality that makes me want to think that she should belong in the broken tier. And her buffs to special skill damage and her A2 buff of 15% attack makes it so that she is almost strictly an upgrade over Francis for main DPS that can use that buff. So like she definitely reaches that broken tier. Nagi is the love child of Flare, and Sangoon is such a good. That is such an accurate description. Did my Yanhua stop complaining? I guess I'm in this menu now, so she's not talking. Right. What are we doing anymore? Let me make sure that there's nothing else that I want to look at. Yeah, I didn't want to spoil myself in any of these boss combat. And I got tilted at how badly they were playing an ice team. Okay, so let's take a look at a few things, alright? Everybody is getting a free Ophelia, right? How good is A0 Ophelia? First, unfortunately, I don't think I can give it a good showing because I did start polling on Ophelia's sig, and I'm at F4 now, so this is not A0 F1 Ophelia, this is A0 F4 Ophelia, okay? Big difference. Let's go take a look at how strong Ophelia is. It's this piece, and then this piece, this, and then fighter. Yep. Naray being a good support is quite understandable since she's our first limited support. I really hope she won't be power crept. We're seeing unprecedented levels of power creep right now. Like, you thought Yanhua and Francis were good? Look at Naray. This is what a real character is. Insane power creep. There's our Ophelia. She is she's probably a lot stronger than what your guys' Ophelias will look like, but that's an Ophelia, alright? Let us prepare the squad. Fiend is good, Golgak is good. Let's do this. We're going to switch Golgak here. Hello? There we go. I'm gonna switch Amon, and then my Moon Shadow Loop. And then Francis swap out to Fiend. Cool. So, the goal here is to show off, to be fair, Naray is a 5-star and Francis and Yeon are 4. Yeah, that's true. But remember that Francis and Yeon are better than the 5-star standard banner characters. So, where are we going here? We're like scaling exponentially into the stratosphere. Hold the Monsterling, you can drag it to the first slot? I did not know that. This is technology of... Oh my god. This is game changing. Alright. Let's go check her power level, shall we? So, again, remember this is F4. Alright? Your A0 F1 free Ophelia. They're giving you a free A0 F1. Your A0 F1 free Ophelia is not going to be this strong. Pretty good showing, right? And then we're gonna go fight off element as well. Yeah, Cloud is faster. But I'm just gonna show all 3 of the ice main DPS, and you can choose which one you want to invest in. So Kustos dies too fast. We don't really get to see much of the gameplay, so we're gonna go to Amon and see how that works. The Manwo and Nokjung on one character? Yeah, exactly. What are we doing here? One. 2. 3. 1. 2. Shit. I have to dodge. I'm gonna hold this ult for next buff cycle. Need to dodge that. Two, 3. Parry. Parry. Oh, I love this boss so much. Oh, bro. Wait, what am I doing on field still? I'm trolling. Hold on. Sorry. Sorry, Ophelia enjoyers. I'm trolling. No, die. So, how long did that take? Around 145-ish? The concept of a Will who only has one good set of artifacts and sharing it across his characters is not fun. Hey! You can't whale gear. We all get the gear at the same rate. So that's A0 F1 Ophelia, right? Next up, we're gonna look at Cloud. We'll be using F1 Battle Pass Cloud. This one. Destroyer. Oh? Wait, that's not right. It's this one. Yep. Nagi feels like a supporter to me.
何をすればいいさてあら私の情報が必要
What am I
な患者さ
doing?
んはどこにいるのかしら
Alright, let's get started. Wait, did I have melody during any of that? I guess I shouldn't have melody, right? Like,
患者さんあら
no, I have melody on. Alright, whatever.
行ってみまここにも患者さんがいるの俺の番だ
Fuck! My gun! Alright, hold on, I'm resetting. That was bad. I'm playing like a freaking donkey right now. This was supposed to be a Cloud showcase, and I'm playing so bad. He's doing this attack? What the? Cloud is better than Ophelia? Yeah, it's not close. Fuck! I got staggered. Hold up. There you go. Yeah, so A6 Cloud with F1 Battle Pass weapon does about, like, 80% more damage than Ophelia. Then Ophelia A0 F4. F4! Alright. Is Cloud Sig actually that bad? It's all I have. Cloud Sig is not that bad. But you need, like, an MMO brain to be able to use it. Like, I can show you how it's used. So you have to remember to not use basic attacks to proc the effect. So here's how you would use his Sig. I'm gonna try it. I'm a little rusty. I might forget the timer. Like round now. And then we use it here. Sakibo. Then we go this. 29, 28. We use skill here, and then and you dodge this, and then we go. Alright, that's pretty good. Alright, that's not a good showcase. But you get the idea. Like, you have to play around it, and it's like a it's not that good. You have to like keep track of the cooldown and use it when you can. I'm gonna get that off now. Since we did do Custos, we're gonna do another Custos on this guy as well. Where's the DPS Francis showcase? I'm not doing that. I don't wanna. So Ophelia cleared this in 30 seconds, but that's probably just because like everyone clears this guy in 30 seconds. He didn't even ult. Yep, so A6 Cloud is just stronger than A0 Ophelia. Now, the thing that like I'm sure nobody is looking for is this. When Naray comes, with Yan, they buff Francis? What? Naray DPS showcase? I'll do it. How about a DPS Daisy? Sure, I'll do that as well. What am I playing? Sarah. So I have to equip this one.
これはすっごく気に入ったわ。チャンスは見逃さないわ。
Sarah, there's two ways to play her. One of these ways will be objectively correct when Naray comes out. And one of them is slightly better right now before Naray comes out. So I will show them both. Cancel. I need to switch here first. She always has to do this. Her first rotation requires a free stacking. So one way you can play Sarah is just mash basic attacks and don't think. Just do this, and then use your skill when it's available. And it's effective, it's easy to play, and does a lot of damage, right? What weapon is better than F5 Cloudsick? The Battle Pass weapon. Naray and Yan both can off-field DPS. Cloud is ranged ice DPS. Damage per screenshot. Exactly. Now, so if you watch that gameplay carefully, you'll notice that it takes a little bit of time of basic attacking before I can use skills, right? And the thing that we're using here is Ophelia's Sig. If you haven't read Ophelia's Sig properly, it does this. When you use a skill, you get an ice damage boost for 4 seconds. And if you use a basic attack during this time, it boosts the damage of your of the special skill by a lot. But that only lasts 1.8 seconds. So Sarah's rotation is just slightly too slow to get full use out of the Sig. And if we really want to, like, skill max, we have to play in a different way. Because right now, every time I cast my skill, it gets neither of these bonuses. It doesn't get the ice damage boost, and it never gets the skill damage boost either. But, and, what do we do about that? Well, we just change how we play. So this is the alternate way of playing Sarah that maximizes skill damage. That will probably be better when the Naray comes out. And the way you play it is AFKing. No joke. I messed up. All right, let me try that again. I AFK'd a little bit too long. I got distracted by chat. 1. Basic, basic. 2. Oh, it didn't crit. Wait. 1. Basic. 2. Look at that damage screenshot. Isn't Sarah melee? So, according to the translations, there we go. Ice attribute teammates get an ice damage boost and a special damage boost. Non-ice ranged type teammates get the special damage boost. So all ice characters get both boosts, but if you're not ice, you have to be ranged. So yeah, after the patch, I think the correct way to play Sarah would be to skill max using this playstyle. God damn it. So it doesn't stack for Cloud. It does. Cloud's an ice character. He gets everything. Yeah, I would be playing both Sarah and Cloud. They're my like 2 favorite characters in the game right now. So yeah, that will probably just be what my YouTube content will be for like a month. Ready? 1. 2. It didn't crit. It's cinema. I love this. I'll do an Amon as well. Sarah or Cloud for Rift? I think Cloud will be the easier character to pilot, and Sarah will probably be stronger. Maybe. But Sarah is a little bit more complicated to pilot. Here, I'll do the both styles of playing Sarah. This will be the current best style of just mashing basic attack. Wait. Damn. He is hot. Oh my. Now let me bring him. Where's the sun? Right there? Alright. Get over here. Face this way. Get some good lighting on you, buddy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look at this. Oh yeah. Look at that plume. Oh yeah. Alright. What is happening? Let me give that another go. Can I walk up to him? Okay, he's fighting now. Alright, here's Sarah with the current best style of just mashing basic attack. I thought Amon bugged again. Ah, holy damage. No! I'm so bad. Does anyone actually know how to dodge Amon's attacks? So that's what Sarah does with this. And then we'll do the skill maxing where we use Ophelia's Sig as much as possible. Wait for it. I knew he was going to do that attack. The only person that actively dodges. It's that 10k hours of Dark Souls, baby. No! I'm resetting. So you all see videos of me like playing this game on my YouTube channel. Would you believe it if I told you that the content that you see on YouTube is about 1/5 the amount of, not 1/5, like 5% of my actual playtime on the game? Like, I play this game a lot. Oh, that's some big damage. Yeah, so that's what it kind of that was a bad showcase. But yeah, so that's those 4 fights I did showcase like the 2 different ways of playing with Sarah. One is just mashing basic attack and using the skill off cooldown. It's easy to play, highly efficient, gets the skills out. But if you really want to optimize Ophelia's signature on Sarah, you have to do that kind of like weird waiting for the skill cooldown and then double skilling. Now, as you all know, Rift is the real endgame, right? How much time do I have on this? 2? Alright. Rift is the real endgame. And in Rift, when you get a break, you go real fast. And when Sarah is going fast during a break, she gets Ophelia's Sig, like, for free. So, right now, Sarah is the only character in the game where getting a burst actually dramatically increases your DPS. So, like, here, I will do a Rift 22 with Sarah and kind of show that, because this is my favorite part about playing Sarah, which is when you get a burst, she does galactic amounts of damage. Did you all enjoy that 1 minute of scrolling Rift? Oh my god, that is the real endgame right there.
いいわ。次はどの扉を開け。あら、どうして。チャンスは見逃さないわ。
Turtle room. Wait, I didn't sign up for this.
よく見ておきな。食らいなさい。
Why is he? Oh, I thought that was a frozen guy.
止められないわ。
I also do a Cloud Rift run after this to compare with. That was a slow turtle room. Seems like it's the equivalent of BB's Abyss. Multiverse? I don't know why I bothered to get that. Fairy room? This is the worst rift ever. I had fairy room in this. I'm re-rolling this rift after. Oh my god, why do I have fairy room? So, this is actually a Francis showcase on how well she can have you face tank damage. I am not dodging anything. Oh shit, I'm gonna die. Thanks, Francis. You're OP. Gogak, please don't send them flying. Yeah, that's pretty good, actually. Naray non-ice buff Benjamin would have been so funny. That would have been peak. Alright, so here's a showcase of how Sarah performs in bosses. Watch the damage during breaks. Wait, I'm not on the boss wave yet. I have one more turtle room to go through. I forgot. This is just showcasing how bad her mob clearing is. This is atrocious. Die, turtle. Okay, I got pulled. This is a tragedy. Alright, here we go. Odon's first move is a stomp. Alright, I'm ready. What? Nice lock on? Lightning Naray? That's that's Yanhua. watch this damage. I was doing like 300, what's it called? 445. 500. Look at that burst. Look at these dodges. Brilliant. Skadoosh. $386. 598. What the fuck was that push? Now, that would obviously be a lot more impressive. All of those like 500Ks would become like 2 to 3 millions. But yeah, that's what her rift looks like. I'll do a cloud rift as well, just for funsies. Does the chain link reset when you stagger the boss change anything? Yes. It makes Fiend and Eldorado, well, more Fiend, the Eldorado doesn't matter. He has no cooldown, but Fiend is now like insane. Like Fiend is by far just the best monster. It already is the best Monsterling. Now it is the best Monsterling. I'm not really benefiting from Fiend right now, though. I guess I should put on Ice Fist Dude or something. But it basically just promotes switching during breaks, which we already want to do anyways. What am I doing? Get me in the dungeon. So Cloud is really good at Turtle Room. Wait for it. I missed one because I'm bad. Oh yeah, I want to try this. No! I think it's possible if I'm on mobile. My PC controls is whack. I'm out of practice. You think Off Element can clear Rift 22 with a minute to spare? These forced. I forgot to reroll my Rift. I have to do Fairy Room. Actually, I think Cloud actually has a pretty good run into Fairy Room. You just do this. And then you go over here, and you do this. Oh yeah, this is nice. Hold up. Maybe the way to make Fairy Room good is just play Cloud. And then we go over here and we do this. Oh yeah, look at that. Cloud is S tier. Easiest Fairy Room in the world. God damn it. What have I done? I ran out of bullets. Okay, not bad. Why did I lock onto the fucking cabbage? There's 3 guys over there. Oh my god. Janky auto lock on, dude. That's a good lock. Alright, just kill them all. No, Fairy Room is the worst room in the game. It takes like a minute to clear the fucking Fairy Room. Like, most of these rooms take around 20 to 40 seconds-ish. Turtle Room tends to take around 40 seconds. Fairy Room can straight up take to a minute if you get unlucky. Because every single mob in the Fairy Room is ranged. So they never bunch up by themselves and they tend to spread out. Fairy Room makes Rift miserable. Alright, here's Cloud against the boss. This is what you come to play Cloud for. Like, when you think of Cloud gameplay, it's against the boss. Waiting. Dodge once. This one should miss me. Yep. This. I have to dodge that a second one because I dodged to the left. Absolute Cloud. I actually have to dodge these. I'm just gonna run. There's no point in trying to DPS through this. This attack is a joke. Look at this. Machine gun. He's gonna do it again. Let's try to DPS through it. That works. So yeah, as you can see, Sarah is a lot stronger during the boss because having Ophelia Sig gives her like a massive damage boost during breaks. But Cloud is just like an easy to play character that just like does big damage all the way through. He has an easy time with the annoying rooms in Rift as well. Like, it's just a good time with Cloud. While Sarah only really shines during boss fights. Now, this is gonna be a tragedy. But we're gonna do some Ophelia. And I don't think I can clear, to be honest. Sarah is A4 while Cloud is A0? You should play some Sarah! Now, Ophelia is good into this room, I think. Did they say anything about loadout or presets? I don't think so, but I don't really care about it. I've gotten so used to switching my gear around that like it's just like second nature. That was a okay turtle room. It's like 40 seconds. I just realized this rift has a turtle room and a fairy room. This is the worst rift known to man. Can I go? Go, go, go! No! Fairy room? Thanks for the lightning aura. How much damage is lightning aura even doing? Like negative damage, right? That was a pretty slow fairy room. I don't know what time it took, but that felt really slow. I was basically killing every fairy one at a time. Oh, this is gonna be bad. This room is gonna be bad. Alright, Youngblood, get in here. Please save me from this hell. I wanted to try showing clearing with just the characters, but like, this is miserable. Oh, and it's another turtle room, I forgot. Get over here. Side hit the turtle. Yeah, Cloud is super easy to play, and he just does a lot of damage. That was weird. I got pulled and then like I got yoinked back. So if y'all remember, Cloud and Sarah both got to the final boss with around 3 minutes left on the clock. Ophelia's down to 2 minutes on the clock already. That is tragic, right? This stage you got is really good for testing grounds. Oh my god, I really don't want to do the fucking fairy room. I guess I'll keep it. Fairy room is part of Rift. So let's see how far we can get with this guy. That should not hit me, right? Yeah. I'm doing no damage, guys. Uh-oh. Whoops. Can't even break that. Alright, it's cooked. It's baked. I give up. So, if you're wondering why I never made an Ophelia video, this is why. This is not a good experience. She's just too weak compared to the other two. So yeah, for the upcoming Ice Rift, unless you have a really high invested Ophelia, go Cloud. And if you have a really high Awakening Sarah, play Sarah and just use the Ophelia signature on Sarah because it's crazy. That's why they're giving us Ophelia. Hey, them giving me Ophelia would give me a F5 Ophelia. That's it. I can play Sarah at maximum power.
いいわ。一緒に行ってあげる。
What now? Oh, someone asked for Daisy DPS, right? Y'all want to see that? It's just for funnies. So, Daisy DPS can use Melody. Who do you think is the best four trade? What do you think is the best four trades for damage dealer? The stage shows how well the characters perform in the worst room. That's true. Recommend full sending Melody copies with standard pulls. Hell yeah! Melody pulls is by far the best thing you can be pulling for. I guess technically, like, if you pull on the character banner, you can get 4-star dupes, which are all really good. But, like, that's not guaranteed. The guaranteed thing should just be sending Melody dupes. If you want... So, Melody and every single other SIG in the game, dupes do not scale linearly. The first dupe and the last dupe, so like F2 and F5, are twice the value in terms of gain compared to F3 and F4. So for Melody, you can stop at F2 and still get a really good return out of it because F3 and F4 are really small boosts. Let's go here, go here. I can't believe I'm doing this again. I did this like twice ever. What's a good main DPS? I'll just use Cloud's shoes. It doesn't matter. The best 4 traits for damage dealers. So, allow me to divert your attentions. We have already calculated it all. So, a lot of this calculation stuff assumes that we will have no crit cap, okay? So, take that assumption in mind. I think the crit cap will be 85 and 250. But, like, if we don't have a crit cap, that's what these calculations are for. When we know about the new crit caps, I will make this sheet more public. But I did two different like sets of builds to compare with, and the 3 different sig types. Some characters have a crit damage sig like Mina. Some characters have an attack percent sig like Benjamin, and some characters have a crit rate sig like Gabby. So each of those give different initial stats, and these are the builds that I'm looking at. For now, we all know that boss percent, like 10% damage to bosses, is always the best trait. So, yeah, those are the best traits. They will be on every build. Now, in the world of CDR characters, we have 3 different traits to play with. And if you're not a CDR character, you can use 4 different traits. So if you're a CDR character, like say Cloud or Sarah, or kind of Ophelia, or Mina, or like... What's a CDR character? Not you, not you, not you. You, not you. You, not you. You're a CDR character. You're not. You are. Yes, 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 yes. No, yes, no. So like more than half the roster is a CDR character. So if you benefit greatly from cooldown reduction, these are the builds you would be looking at. So boss weak attack, boss weak crit rate, boss weak crit damage, boss attack crit rate, boss crit rate crit damage, or boss attack crit damage. So as this sheet suggests, the strongest build without competition will be boss weak crit damage. Now, this build was not what I went for on my monsters because I'm capping on crit damage a lot. So for example, like my Mina, when with all her gear on, will have 200% crit damage by itself, which means that the crit damage will not do anything. But if they decide to raise the crit caps, then boss weak crit damage will be the best 3 traits to use for cooldown reduction characters. Does that make sense? Against weak element bosses. If you are a non-CDR character, then the best build is boss weak crit rate crit damage, as long as you're not hitting either of the crit caps. If you're hitting a crit cap, the crit damage should stay, but the attack will take over crit rate for pretty similar performances across the board. I also did the whole thing without with fighting against like off element, to where the weak damage is not applied, and the best build in this case would just be crit rate crit damage, which performs significantly better. But when are you not using your characters to fight on element? That just kind of seems backwards to me. Like, this game really wants you to fight on element, and you're like, I'm gonna make a build that fights off element. No. Thought attack is one of the best. It was, because the crit stats are useless because we were capping them. But if they make it so we don't cap them, then the crit stats will become the best. Okay? So currently, this is the best build. But after the changes, it might be this. All right. Now let's go do that Daisy meme, shall we? Main DPS Daisy. Why am I doing this? Those are good stats. Conquest? Duo Zinni? Yeah, I will make that sheet public when we know what the new crit caps are, so I can modify it to have accurate information. Look at this fucking pea shooter damage. No, Daisy, you got knocked down. Damage. Skadoosh! Holy! Daisy, get up! There. Main DPS Daisy, I did the thing. This is what the brick tier looks like.
これはデイジーの
What was I doing? Right, I was playing these various characters.
これはデイジーの花ですよ。私の名前と同じですね。
どうだ？出発の準備は
I need to get this skill upgraded sometime soon. How many? Does anyone know how many books we get from a Rift reset? Is it 9 or is it 6? Or is it 3? It's not 3. How many is it? If it's, I think it's 9. Does Naray's skills needs like any upgrading? Probably not. Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, it looks like Naray's skills like probably don't need upgrading, in which case I can spend all of next Rift season stuff on upgrading Cloud skill and Sarah's skill. Alright, in any case, this has already been a long enough stream. I will actually wait until the, I was hoping for Nagi would be win the Yeon. I actually think, okay, when I say win the flare, I don't actually mean that as a bad thing. Like, I think Nagi has the potential to be win the Yeon. Depending on what her sig is, basically. If her sig has a lot of ultimate charge, and she in the end has a good ult speed, then she will be win the Yeon for Esther, and she would be pretty good. But I don't know. I feel like even if that's the case, the upgrade from Yeonhua to Nagi would be so marginal. Like, is it really worth it? I don't know. It's all speculation at this point. We need to see a more confirmed kit, because I definitely did not get much from those translations. All right, that's it. I am going to be productive as a human being now. So, thank you all for watching the stream. I will wait until the the global live stream comes out, and then I will post some speculations about Naray's kits and whatever. Make those content farming. 9? If it's 9 books, then I will dump 3 here, and then I will dump 3 into Sarah here, and then the last 3 can go into, like, Naray's basic attack, I guess. And I'll play some main DPS Naray. No, I'll go put in the ult. She has an awakening that, like, makes her do more ult damage. Alright, that will be everything. Thank you all for watching. I'm out of here.